Hi, I'm Jordan, and I had the honor to play flag football and play at the Isaac Bruce Foundation with the 101 ESPN crew.
Nice.
Great to hear. Hi, I'm Lucas, and Fowler and Carpenter got out of their slump.
For now.
Against Landslide.
Okay.
If that makes it even better.
Jeez. What's up, everybody? It's your boy. And apparently my new title is Captain Save-A-Bitch. I would say Captain Save-A-Ho, but Luke, you don't get paid.
And we're the Sandlot. Oh,
Whoa.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm like being phased out of
ended
it.
it.
I'm being phased out of it.
I'm so sorry.
What's up, guys? It's Pat, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Cleveland Browns are going to be on Hard Knocks.
And we are the
Sandlot Crew. Oh, you didn't know?
He shoots! He scores!
He could go all the way.
First, I got to
more money.
Seriously.
First thing I got to address. Why do you keep calling the squad when we are obviously a crew?
We are crew.
We are a crew.
Jordan
We're
is.
not squad. He's squad.
He refers to me as squad.
Is it squad or squat?
Oh.
Is it squad or squat?
Squad.
Well, it's hard to hear. He's very hard to hearing. He has a lot of wax and build up in there.
What's that
You have
got to do with
really get next to
reading?
him.
Because I was totally like aggravated for like the past
He
2
knew
weeks. We
exactly
were like,
what- wondering
"What's up,
what-
squad?" I'm like,
Jordan
"Squad,
is-
we're a
so-
crew."
I have Jordan in my phone as squad. That's like that's just kind of what I, and it'd be like, I don't know, from way
Well,
back
I'm
when
glad
started
we
going to
cleared
Rams
that up,
games, 'cause
Seriously,
I was
I've been wondering if he's talking to all of us, or he's
That's
just,
totally what I thought.
or if he's talking to Jordan.
Like, hey, squad.
That's
Hey,
Jordan.
squad.
All right, guys,
And I'm
we're-
like,
so-
okay, he's addressing.
All right, we're back
the-
into swing. We're getting back in the swing of things. We had to take a week off, personal reasons. Would it be? Would anybody have an issue if I said I kind of dedicated this to my father-in-law?
Absolutely,
I was
man.
about to chime in. Pat, and just wanted to let you know, obviously, I think you did, but we were here for you, man, whenever you needed. And it's, I feel like, in a sense, we're a very dysfunctional, fucked up family. So, we need to, and we stick together.
See the fact that me and Jordan fight like brother and sister, and
Yeah.
he's more the girl than me. So,
He wishes. I would definitely wear the pants.
I think you
but
both have
is
vaginas.
that what
so
your
too,
wife?
so.
Is that what your wife lets you say that you have
Hey,
to wear the
she whatever
pants?
she wants, man.
All right, guys, let's get down to it. Let's start things off. Opening game. I mean, where do we really start? Who do you want to start with? Let's start with Derek. Let's start with Derek. Nobody wants to hear about your fucking ESPN shit just yet.
What? I'm not going to talk about that. Shut the fuck up.
All right, guys. Opening gate. Let's kick things off, man. The NBA playoffs. St. Louis is not having an NBA team, but god damn if Jason Tatum ain't putting St. Louis on the map.
Oh, 16
Amazing.
points that first game.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm not a
Against the King?
Yeah, I'm not a basketball guy. You guys know this more than anybody. But
But you're a
seriously,
St. Louis guy.
I'm a St. Louis guy. But damn, Jason Tatum looked really good in game one.
Dude,
in all honesty.
okay, this is all came in retrospect for me because my dad used to take me to the Billiken games when Justin Tatum was playing there in 95, 96, 97. Or, yeah, with Larry. Dude, Larry Hughes was the real deal out of SLU, and he decided he wanted to, he came out of St. Louis and he decided to stay at SLU. That was huge. Larry Spoonhauer had we went to we got to the Sweet 16 with that team.
Yeah.
And it was, just because it was Larry Hughes, it was pretty much, he was our LeBron. But Justin Tatum was part of the group too. And
Well,
Jason
to be fair, there was also I think there was like a Lithuanian guy. There was like a white Lithuanian kid that was there too. So
on a better day, I could probably tell you that starting five of that Sweet 16 team. I would have to refresh my memory about something, but it's but
just
anyway,
lay off the sauce a little bit.
Jason Tatum, dude, like for one, he's not a small guy. And two, he can slash, he can shoot, he can rebound, he can just rock. It's unreal.
And he does Emo's commercials.
Yes, he
was
does.
he
He's
not?
awesome.
Was he not third overall pick this past year?
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
Philadelphia traded with
Boston?
Boston with Boston
Yeah.
for the 1 for the 3, and Philadelphia went and got Fultz for the number 1. Number 2 was I don't know, but I know for Tatum.
I think they panned out better in that deal.
Yeah.
They were
honestly.
discussing what if the 76ers would have taken Tatum at that spot instead.
That's what like,
Exactly.
They
That's the
probably
what
would have
ifs,
survived that
They were-
second
You
round
think
Yeah.
they were regretting
against
that
Boston.
decision now?
Oh, absolutely. Because when
After-
Markelle
perform-
Fultz is on the bench and Jason Tatum's playing the entire game.
What was Philadelphia's whole motto during the playoffs? Trust the process.
Okay, trust the process.
Oh,
has
trust
to do
them.
with
Was that the same process they've been doing,
No.
bombing for 6 years so they could get first
Yeah.
round picks?
Well, no, that's pretty much what they're saying. Trust the
Jesus.
process with Joel Embiid.
Trust us. We want you to pay $150 to come see our game and
Yeah.
watch us bomb.
on at a nosebleed seat.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll be
that's
good,
what-
and
yeah.
we'll be good in 4 years.
But the only NBA game
Hey,
ever
granted, they
on the
did
was
make
a-
it to the second round, though. You got to give them that.
Finally, hats off.
Yeah,
Their
hats off.
process worked.
They're a
Their
young
process,
team.
no, the process is
process,
in the,
Joel, dude,
it-
the
the
process,
process
Joel.
is in the process of working.
The whole point of the process is Joel Embiid. He got hurt. He's been hurt 2 years out of his 3 or 4 year career.
I'm
And
sorry, but
he's-
that's when you get hurt that much, you've
he came
got to
back-
be carrying around that fragile tag
well,
around.
no.
the league.
After the
Derrick
season,
Rose.
no, it's Derrick Rose. That's a different story.
Always injured.
Derrick
Derrick Rose
Rose
was
is
5 or 6 years he was in the league, and then he got hurt.
No, man.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
no, he
you got to
was.
add
Derrick
on.
Rose-
was a 2-time MVP.
Derek NBA Sam Bradford.
Sam
Yeah.
Bradford was never the most valuable player. Derrick Rose was the MVP.
All right,
2
but-
years.
But Sam Bradford
Come on, man.
Sam Bradford has a lot of bright spots.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was in the running
That's
for his
why
rookie,
he's getting paid.
his
to play
rookie
in
season.
Arizona.
His rookie season, he was in the running for MVP because he had a hell of a year that
you
year.
beat him out. I want to say
Where?
it was Marshawn
Where?
Lynch.
Where?
I think it was Marsh.
I think it was Brady or not Brady. It was
Lynch.
it was Peyton that year,
Lynch,
wasn't
I
it?
think.
Marshawn Lynch, we're talking about quarterbacks.
No, we're talking about rookie of the year.
Oh, it was
With Sam Bradford?
Yeah,
Sam
Bradford came into the league in 08.
yeah. I think Lynch was before that.
I don't think so.
I think he was.
Oh, definitely.
You gotta think so. He's a
He
running-
was with
he's a-
Buffalo his
Listen,
rookie
listen,
year.
listen. It was 2008. It's 2018. He's a running back. He's played in the league 10 years. That's it for a player. Think
for a running back.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
thinking.
huge stint for a
I could
running
be
back.
wrong, Pat, but I'm almost positive it's 08. I think Marshawn Lynch won it.
Did Marshawn win Rookie of the Year?
I think he did with Buffalo.
I don't know. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he won Rookie of the Year in 08.
He was actually drafted in 07.
Oh, I
so
was-
a year
okay,
before.
sorry. I
A
was-
year before. You're 1 year.
Yeah, I was real close. I knew. I'm thinking Marshawn's played a long.
No, he
career.
wasn't rookie of the year because honestly he started off like shit when he was in Buffalo. He was having to deal with.
It was his attitude, wasn't it?
No,
I mean,
it was the fact that he had the same Eddie Lacy had. He showed up to camp overweight and he just got beat out by C.J. Spiller and whoever else had in that running back position. It took about 2 years and then he got traded to Seattle and that's when he took off. That's when beast mode actually showed up and he had that monster run.
Pete Carroll's
He had
a
that
running
monster
back.
run against Seattle in the playoffs, or not
against,
Seattle, New
New
Orleans
Orleans.
in the
Against
playoffs.
New Orleans.
Sorry.
Pete Carroll's an idiot.
He's a running back, dude. That's all he is.
Pete Carroll is
Carroll's an idiot.
the only person
He
there.
was a running
He
back,
doesn't run.
dude.
I know.
No! He was a running back, dude, until it mattered most.
I know. I agree.
Until
I'm
yard
not,
line,
I'm not
until the
saying
1
he's the
yard line.
best. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying
He was a running back guy until it mattered most. And
So
then
but
he
if
decided
you
to
see, though,
trust Russell Wilson at
know.
3rd and 1,
to thread the needle with a camel. Jesus.
And he almost did.
Malcolm Butler
came out of nowhere.
and Malcolm Butler,
Out of nowhere, he was right
the
next
legend
to
of
him.
Butler again because of that play.
Dude, no, it was not.
Oh
They
come
collided at
on!
the same
They
time.
that's
He
collision.
never-
Come on.
That's unintentional contact.
Never
That's
give him a chance.
unintentional
No,
contact.
never give him a
He
chance.
was playing. He was playing the ball, Jordan. Come
Okay.
on.
We've gotten off track. We got off track.
Opening gate.
Opening
Ah,
gate.
something.
Luke, what you got?
And this all.
Wow, let's see how they turn it
How
right
did
around.
this stem from Jason Tatum when
Yeah.
to
Because
we got
fucking
into
Malcolm
football.
Butler?
We got into football.
We gotta learn to stay on track.
All right,
guys.
guys.
Seriously.
My opening gate. Miles Michaels. My God.
That
We have a second
wait. Are you talking about the mustache? Or are you talking about the stats? Because that guy's got a fucking sweet mustache.
Cardinals.
He's got.
Just go ahead.
Okay.
You got
He's got
Miles
5 wins.
Michaels.
He's got
Let's-
the
let's
only
go.
on the Cardinals.
There was I can't remember the exact last name of the guy that the Cubs picked up instead of Michaelis.
Darvish.
You Darvish.
No. There's another pitcher.
No, that was the big
No,
money
it was-
deal that they
listen,
got him
no.
on.
Yes, he's
No,
right.
no, it's not the guy. They picked up 2 starting pitchers this year. It's the other guy.
Fact.
Went up against each other and bid, and then they passed up on Michaelis. The Cubs did.
But the fact is, they overpaid for
Yes.
Darvish to get that huge money deal, and it's not panning out.
You're not wrong.
He's like 1-4.
Yeah, and then we picked up Michaelis, and the Cubs were like,
Michaelis
"Oh,
came from
this,
Japan."
This,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, this is your counter getting Darvish." Ha ha ha! Look at it now.
But I'm telling you, there was another pitcher that. Got
This is
picked
the
up.
Cardinal way right there to
Yes.
find diamonds in the rough. And in all honesty, I know Mike Maddox
I was just
is
about to
no
say that.
Dave Duncan. He's no Dave Duncan, but he's doing work with Mike.
They have an assistant of the year. That's not like obviously like a manager's assistant.
Pitching coach.
That's pitching coach of the year. Mike Maddox is going to win another one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Michaelis is his second coming in. Jeff Suppan. If you guys don't remember Jeff Suppan,
Come on.
I'm just saying he would.
I would have said more like Jeff Weaver.
No, Suppan, man. I'm saying like because he's a ground ball guy. Yeah, he strikes out. Yeah, his
But the
strikeout
fact
total
is, Jeff
huge.
Weaver's career, I think it's a combination of both because both of their careers were winding down before they came to St.
Yeah.
Louis, and then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, career rejuvenation.
Dreamweaver.
Granted, Weaver left and didn't do shit after 06.
Who remembers that?
But Suppan, I think it took like another 2 seasons, and then he bolted from Milwaukee and just sucked while he was there.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. Suppan always had like he would have it 8. You know, he'd throw 8 innings, be like 75 pitches. Michael is the same way.
Yeah.
Like he does not throw a lot of pitches.
The
Where
thing
Lance
of-
Lynn would have 105th inning.
I'm really concerned though, is still with the fact that Matheny doesn't know how to handle the rotation.
Oh my God, I
And
know.
he proved that yesterday. What did Michaelis only get into the 5th inning? He didn't get the win yesterday. He didn't get a decision.
I know.
He only went 4
We won the game,
2/3.
I know.
We
I
still
know.
It
we
was a
still
good time
won.
to pull
And
him.
then
But
today,
shit.
and then they throw Adam Wainwright on the 60-day DL today. And
Right.
Then,
His career's
That's
done.
what I was gonna bring up
I
for
hate,
my
I hate
topic.
to say
It's in all honesty, Wayno's done.
Oh, I think so.
I think
He's at least right now to the All-Star break.
All right.
I
It's
see
not
him being
longer.
traded. I seriously see Wainwright being
But
traded. Though.
hey, back to
What are you going to get for him? A fucking pitching machine at this
no,
point?
you ain't trading him. He's ain't
You-
going
Next,
nowhere.
maybe.
No,
You
he
ain't
going
getting
nowhere.
any for him.
Who says what are you gonna get, a pitching machine?
Jose Bautista.
At least one that was
signed a
curveballs.
contract after the season started.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Yeah,
No,
his curveball
this
is not
is a
even
pitcher.
hitting. This
I
is,
know.
but this is the thing though. What are you going
Wainwright's
to
a glorified carpenter.
What are you going to get for him if you trade him? You
Trade
can't get shit for
You ain't
him.
getting nothing.
Who's going to pick up the remaining shit left on his contract?
The red side, Harvey was in shambles just like Wainwright.
He needed to leave
And he
when he
needed to
was.
leave.
Matt Harvey needed to leave. That's the problem. Matt Harvey's not having injury issues. Matt Harvey's having fucking head issues. That's what happens when Julian Edelman fucks your girlfriend.
Back to Mike Nicholas.
And the city names you the Dark Knight. Yeah, and it's like
They put all that
Wow.
pressure on him. So what the shit?
that was rough, Pat.
Nicholas-
That was rough.
Nicholas is 5-0 with a 2.63 ERA. He's got 51.1 innings pitched, and he's a hard, good ground ball pitcher. I think he's second in the major leagues right now for the ground ball.
In all honesty, I see him representing the Cardinals at the All-Star break.
I believe so too.
Could be a possibility.
But here's what I'm really wondering: if this continues throughout the entire season, are we talking extension after this year? Because he's got 1 year left on his deal, no option though.
Isn't he 30, 31?
31 or 32.
It just depends.
I have to laugh a little bit because I'm looking at Michaelis' MLB career stats. For his career, he's got 99 strikeouts. This year, he's got 37. Holy shit, he's almost doubled it in 1 year.
Here's the thing. Everybody was up in arms during the offseason when they made that signing. It was a 2-year or $15 deal. But the thing was, everybody was like, for what? This guy's going to be a back-end bullpen. This guy's going to be garbage.
And he was pitching in Japan.
Yeah, he's coming from Japan, and his major league career to this point has been shit.
Yeah.
But
very good.
somehow, working with Maddox, somehow this has panned out. I
you think
don't
that
know if it's going to continue, but
I think him
Jesus.
going to Japan and maybe working on his mechanics there, and then once he got to St. Louis and Mike Maddox actually, was like, hey, maybe I can kind of alter it a little bit.
There had to have been something.
Because his stats in the Japan League or whatever, I forget what that's.
Mike Maddox
He
is
has
wonders
16
on a
last
lot of these pitchers.
I agree.
Like Bud Norris. Bud Norris has
my
been
God.
a bright spot.
Amazing
Seriously.
signing that
We
none
never
of us saw
see-
coming.
we
We're like,
never-
oh, the Cardinals.
Bud
Oh,
Norris,
right?
yeah, but Cardinals going cheap with Bud Norris, and
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
and
The only
it makes the Holland. It makes the Derek Holland contract look stupid.
We all know that I was the biggest hater of the Cardinal way during the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
You
But
were,
I'll
yeah.
be damned if it's not paying
Oh my
off
God!
right
Yeah.
now.
Well,
and
okay.
Matheny, and what's funny, Matheny
If only we
was
could
quoted,
pull up audio from past podcasts from
Yeah.
Derek going, the Cardinal way.
What's funny is that it's like Matheny was, I want to say it was Saturday or Sunday, was quoted in the Post-Dispatch. He goes, "I know what this offense can do. Just give it time." He's never said this before. He
I
never said, he
don't-
goes,
here-
"We're going to get our bats running." He goes, "What this team can do," and he's right. But
I'm not entirely convinced that Matheny still should be at the helm, though.
No, absolutely not. Jed Jerko
Far
should have
from
been
convinced.
playing for a long multiple games where he's been sitting on the bench.
Here's what I don't understand is why they continue to throw Fowler hitting a buck.
They have
Why
to
did?
admit it, though.
But here's the thing, and to keep going, Carpenter, what's he hitting? 170?
No, his batting average just
No.
went up from 140 to 167 last night or the other night.
Oh
Yesterday.
wow, still hitting below the
No,
Mendoza line.
I'm just saying you're one
Jesus Christ,
point game.
you're hitting 60 points lower than the Mendoza line,
I know.
and you're in the fucking month of May.
What's sad is one performance raised your batting average .27. That's huge. That's huge.
That's crazy.
When Bader needs to play more, which he is.
Yes.
He is a speed. He is a young version of Pham. Honestly, this boy can run. He is very fast. He can play the outfield.
You're making it
Amazing.
sound like Tommy Pham is older than hell,
No,
though.
Tommy.
I mean, no, he's 30, 31.
No, Tommy Pham is like right around our age because Pat, you're a year older than me.
He's
We
29,
are.
29.
30.
He's 30.
He's 31.
He's around
29.
Our age. He's around our age. We went to high school with Tommy Pham. Like you know what I mean. But
Would have went to high school
you know
with
what I
Tommy
mean.
Pham.
But guys, speaking of Tommy Pham, we may have one of the best players in the major leagues as Cardinal, and nobody knew it.
Oh yeah, talking about him possibly if he keeps up the pace he's going.
We were talking about it last.
He's in the running for MVP.
Everything, all his stats are in like the top from 1 to 5. And,
At
like,
this
I don't
point, though, it's early in the season, but
It is.
no one is really running away with the MVP award.
No, but Pat,
I
you
mean,
gotta realize-
okay, you got to Trout.
Yeah, it's-
They're
Hey.
predicting Trout to have the best season of any major league
Harper's
baseball
having a good
player.
season too.
Machado's hitting like 14
Yeah.
home runs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these guys, like everybody's
They're
hitting.
having-
They're hitting home runs. They're getting RBIs.
The
No
guys that
one's,
wanna get paid
no
next year
one,
are having a hell of a season.
no one really hitting.
No.
Very few guys that are hitting over 300 at this
They're
point.
hitting
It's a
for
big
show
topic
right
now.
now, man.
They're hitting for power.
What was it? We talked about. We had a segment last show about the launch angle, how these guys are taking at bats differently. You know, with that being said, with all some of these guys are just red hitters when it comes to certain pitches.
I did see something a week ago about the Cubs are looking at Machado on a possible trade coming up in the next possible couple of weeks.
Yeah, the thing
hope
is,
not.
I don't think they have enough money in the offseason. They're going to have enough money to sign him and Rizzo and Schwarber.
Well, that's the thing. Right? What Machado's going to be used for this season? He's going to be used as a rental because he is a free agent after this year. He is going to go to the market unless a team that he wants to go to, like the Yankees or possibly maybe the Cubs, pick him up now and they might discuss a future contract after his year's over. But if that don't happen, like Machado is going to go to a rental team that he has no choice of because he's still under contract. So the Orioles can trade him.
I think he does have a no trade clause, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
no, he gets no trade clauses.
Yeah, so he can waive his no trade clause and they can work on a sign and trade. But
Pat,
the
how
thing,
does that work? Like seriously, no trade clause. He has the option of what team he gets to go to. Correct?
yeah, he could say it's the same way in hockey that if a team inquires and he says, okay, no, I don't want to go there, but I will go here, but it's an in division rival. The team says no, but he says yes. So it's a no, unless they mutually agree on what team they want to go to.
I
wanna
feel
send
right.
All right, let's move on a little bit. Let's go. What do you say we talk a little bit about the Cleveland Browns? Well, everything they fucked up in the draft, everything they did in the draft, they are going to be featured on HBO's Hard Knocks.
It'll be interesting.
Did they fuck up the draft?
They didn't yet. I definitely think they
We
fucked
can't,
up.
we
They-
can't say that until
No,
we see.
I can say that because they should have took Barkley and then had their choice of the top 2 quarterbacks remaining.
It's top whatever, like
can't
top
say you're
5
wrong.
quarterbacks that
There's
were remaining.
1 and 3 picks.
They could have got.
They didn't want the running back.
They should have.
Stupid.
They didn't want it. They need a
Who
quarterback.
did they have?
They would have had the choice between the top 2.
They have Hyde, and then they
Hyde,
got Duke. It's either I think Duke left. Didn't Duke?
Crowell left too.
Crowell left, so they got Carlos Hyde. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Carlos Hyde to
Carlos
the
Hyde.
ass end of his season.
Well, what is it? What do they see with now with the NFL? It's not like it used to be when the Emmitt Smiths and Marshall Faulks were running the NFL, where you can find running backs later and later rounds or free agency all the time.
You can't.
I mean,
In all
I'm
honesty, you
there's
really
not-
can't.
There's not that many Leonard Fournette, Adrian Peterson, Todd Gurley
Exactly
types.
my point.
Very
But
very
how do we know
seldomly
Saquon
do
Barkley's
these.
going to be like that though? There's a lot of busts has been like that.
That put up numbers like
Lawrence
that?
Phillips. I mean, for example,
He's
if
okay.
you want me-
For example, you're comparing Lawrence Phillips, a guy that was in trouble so many times at Nebraska, to Barkley. I don't think he's ever having a fucking parking ticket.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Saquon Barkley is probably the cleanest guy that's come out of the draft in the last probably 5 years. That's gone in the first round. That hasn't had any stupid head issues. That hasn't sat there and cussed his coaches out. That showed up, did his job. Played the game like he's supposed to, and kicked ass. He earned what should have been the first overall spot in the draft this past year, and he should feel insulted that he got relegated to the second overall pick.
I would be kind of actually happy if I was Barkley not going to the Browns.
True.
Going to the Giants,
Okay.
going to the Big Apple is a...
You're not wrong.
And you know that they have everything that you are being looked at as, look, this team needs me. This team needs me, and I got to put the weight on my shoulders and carry this team.
And
So
if he's
he
from
couldn't feel
Pennsylvania,
that at the Browns?
well,
No.
it's gonna.
No.
He couldn't feel that he's needed there?
No,
I
the
don't
Giants
think-
were missing a running back.
Yeah, that's the-
almost their final
Well,
tool.
that and they need more wide receiver help
Yes.
because they got nobody left
Well, speaking
after
of that, I've
after
heard rumors
Odell.
about Des Bryant possibly coming to the Giants.
Yeah.
And
I
taking it
heard
there.
Packers.
He
too.
apparently
I
wants
heard
to
Packers-
he wants to sign only one deal to
Yeah.
prove himself.
Yeah, but if you're Des Bryant, you get to choose who your suitor is. Who would you rather play for, or play? Sorry, get the ball thrown.
He
to.
also turned
Eli
down-
Manning.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers all day.
He also turned down a deal with the Ravens. You think he's taking him?
Joe Flacco is a fucking garbage
Yeah, but
quarterback.
Who's their backup now?
Here's the crazy part. You know
He's
the best
okay.
story-
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's good.
But
Lamar
how many
Jackson's
years
good.
does Dez have left?
Here's
Who knows?
the thing. Lamar Jackson's good. He doesn't have good enough accuracy, and he's
experience.
not that great of a passer. He's
We'll see.
He's a running mobile quarterback. He's a Michael Vick-esque type of quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got to develop. Do you want to be a 30-something year
Well,
wide receiver
dude,
trying to catch balls from a guy like
no.
that? No.
No, I'm not. He's
Especially if you're trying to prove yourself that you belong and that you are a top-end wide receiver in the NFL. You want to go somewhere where you got a quarterback that's actually going to throw the ball to you, that's going to actually give you time to be able to catch the ball. He wouldn't be able to do that with Joe Flacco. He wouldn't be able to do that with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, you would seriously. I'm surprised you're not gonna jump up and down and holler and hooray. But you know what makes the perfect sense for Des?
Tom Brady.
New England.
But
Dude,
the-
that
definitely a
season,
Patriots move.
But it's a
that Tom
Patriot.
Brady-
It's
Tom Brady
a
lost.
Patriot
Oh my God.
move, unless he's willing to with Belichick,
Belichick.
and he agrees to shut his fucking mouth.
What goes on
That
in the
was
huddle, it goes through Brady, and that's it. And that what goes on through that conversation is what Belichick wanted.
because that's the reason why they had Randy Moss for the longest time, but then he started opening his mouth,
Yep.
and that's why they got rid of him.
That's some quick, and he, you know what, like hands
And
down,
it worked. It
Dude,
worked.
that team, that
Hell
undefeated
yeah, it
team
did.
before they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl, that might have been the best football team I've ever seen in my life. That's
Hands
they're,
down.
they're, if okay, the greatest show on turf is 1A, they're 1B.
But we're getting a little off topic.
sorry.
We're still supposed to be talking about the Browns on the Hard Knocks. I mean, come on. They got the Rams kind of. That was a bit of a dagger. Does
no
anybody
storylines.
ever actually watch Hard Knocks? In
Yeah,
all
I
honesty?
used to back in the
I
day.
catch 'em, yeah.
I think
Well,
I
the
watched
Chiefs
the
wrong
I
or
watched the
whatever.
Houston series. I thought that was actually pretty
I
good.
used to watch Hard Knocks until Netflix was the truth.
Yeah.
I got rid
Yeah.
of cable, you know?
No, I agree.
The only reason I have cable right now is for one reason and one reason only.
Fox Sports
NFL Sunday Ticket.
Oh, same
I
here.
was gonna say Fox Sports.
So this is going to be for a chance to show how much of a garbage quarterback Baker Mayfield is. I've seen he's already thrown interceptions in practice.
Hey, to the number 4 overall pick.
Yes,
Right?
he's taken 2 back for touchdowns already.
Yes, the number 4 overall pick.
The number 4
But-
overall pick is intercepting what should have been the final.
Denzel Ward.
Ward.
Okay.
But you got to look at it. This rookie is coming into this team who has Jarvis Landry, Josh Gordon.
Also coming off of an 0-16 season, they're trying to revamp themselves.
You know,
Maybe
they-
just give them time.
There's
man.
nothing to lose right now. They're
can't-
going to come in there, balls to the wall, and they're going to win some fucking surprising games.
He's
Let's
got
put it
some
this way, he's in a
competition
much
too in
better- he's in
Tyrod
a-
Taylor.
I'm not saying they're going to come out here and win the damn division.
They're still the.
I think it's it's a jumbled up quarterback position right now. It's Tyrod Taylor, Baker Mayfield, and I think Brock Osweiler is still there.
And no, he's gone. It's RG3.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
God.
Oh shit.
Osweiler went back to Denver. He's the
right.
backup because I remember back during the season when he got
Yeah, that's
brought back,
right.
he's
That's
like,
right,
This
that's
is my
right.
spot. This is what I love to do. I love being the backup for Denver. This is my favorite spot.
Because I don't.
Wouldn't want to be the backup quarterback on an NFL team. You're sitting there on the sidelines pretty much the whole season getting fucking paid.
The only position I can think of
Especially
better.
him.
The only better
making
position
bank.
would be a kicker because nobody ever
True,
touches
but
it.
Right, and you do your own practices.
No, we were talking
Right.
about we were talking about the Bills the other day, and we didn't know who in the hell was behind Josh Allen, and then we figured out it's AJ McCarron. And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
finally
Yeah,
gets his
yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
He'll start the season Bills, I bet.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
If anything, Nathan Peterman goes
Oh my
again.
god! what did he throw? 6 interceptions in that one.
Five
Oh
and
my God.
1/2. 5 and 1/2. I think
Oh
it was
my
five.
God.
I think it was 3 in the first
That's
quarter
gotta be
alone.
a record.
I think it
I
was in the
believe it
first half.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're going to go back to the Cardinals. Yadier Molina, and now Carson Kelly is on the
It's like a 2 is on the
I
DL
was at
right
the
now.
game when Yachty got hurt, man.
102
So-
miles
listen,
per
So
hour.
you heard the ball. You heard the ball
Was
off
it-
the ball.
Okay, so it was a foul ball. It wasn't a one hop back to his.
No,
It
it
was
was a 102 mile an hour fastball tipped the bat into his
Into
the-
directly off the
Into
cup.
the fucking ding dong.
He had obviously he had a couple on him.
All right,
I'm sure.
couple things.
either
guys.
one-
No. It managed.
still
No.
hurt.
Apparently, it managed to
You've
hit
played
a
baseball
spot.
your whole life.
It still hurts.
You've took a ball to the nuts
It
before.
still hurts.
Apparently, it
Fuck
managed to
yeah.
hit a spot that wasn't completely covered by the cup.
that.
Well, the next be packing.
Dude, no, well, I was gonna say seriously, probably that cup was.
I mean, it's
overlapping the ball.
Yachty. You've
And,
seen
that's the
him.
only
You've
thing
seen how
that
he
hurt.
plays. In order to do the pickoffs that he does, and
You
to
gotta be packing.
He's
he's got the balls the size of grapefruits to do something that he
And,
does. There.
you never see Yachty like drop down to his knees when it's a one hop. He just kind of like that takes balls.
Unless he's throwing-
It's
That takes
taken.
balls, not putting
He's taken shots to the nuts before,
Yeah.
but it never really phased him.
when on the radio.
But 102.
I didn't even.
the ball size.
Unexpected,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't get to see it. I was just listening to the radio on the radio. and
It
they
was
were talking
just-
about,
it-
like they're like, wow, Molina, he's back down on his stomach. I'm like, wow, he must have got hit hard. And then and then all of a sudden the radio guy goes, oh, he got hit. He got hit. You know where? I'm like, oh.
And then with our
But 102 mile an hour,
I know,
102
I know.
Jordan Hicks fastball. Do you want to? If anybody else want to try that one? Seriously?
Okay, it would take all of our umpiring equipment and like what it would look like Barry Bonds up to the bat.
Right.
Yeah, I've caught 90 miles per hour, not 100.
That's
no,
like
no,
Jason
no.
Mott-esque trying to catch a fucking rising fastball type of shit. Jesus.
with our
I
catcher
was a
situation.
catcher my whole life.
Thank you. Someone else
So
said
was I.
Yeah.
So does that mean the old lady's the pitcher?
Isn't a Mariner.
No,
Didn't.
but back to our the Cardinals. They're bringing up a rookie from Double A who's apparently has a really hot bat.
O'Neal?
No, he's not. He's not a catcher.
Barron.
No, you're talking.
Barron.
We're talking
Barron,
about,
yes.
we're talking about the kid that's behind Kelly. He's a higher prospect than Kelly. That's
It's
catcher.
seriously.
Apparently.
Does anybody else have the list of the guys that are on the DL right now?
It's probably a good 5-10 play long.
I think it's a little more than
Yeah.
10.
He said
I mean,
5'10".
5'10". It's gotta be 10.
It's a 5'10" players long.
It's gonna be 10 to 15 players long. Jesus Christ! I mean, we're talking Wainwright. We're talking Pearson, Yachty, Kelly, Brebbia, and
No, Breby's not. He's been sitting down on assignment.
With Bowman on it too?
Bowman, I think, got sitting down on
Oh,
assignment.
okay. Well, assignment is DL, isn't it?
No, assignment's
No.
Memphis.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, yeah. Well, no, assignment can be many things. Pretty much, you can be sent on assignment.
Keeps
and
him
they
off
keep-
the
Yeah,
DL,
keeps him
though.
on the main. It keeps him off the main roster.
Keeps him off the possibly.
Yeah. So.
But it just sucks with them down. I mean, Carson Kelly, what I don't understand is Molina went down and you have this big prospect in Carson Kelly and you're sharing playing time with Pena, which I don't understand. Like, this is your big prospect.
You gotta understand.
And he's been sitting a while waiting for Molina to be done or going, and then they're switching him off and just let him go. Put him in there, get him in there catching every day and let him get his bat.
All right,
You're not
here's the disabled list right now. Austin Gomer, Deidrean Gonzalez. This is from the 40-man roster. Connor Green, Luke Gregerson, Dominic Lee, Tyler Lyons, Carlos Martinez. Reyes is still on the 60-day DL. Ryan Sheriff, Adam Wainwright, Carson Kelly, Yadi Molina, Yaro Nunez, Edmond Sosa, Luke Volt, Oscar Mercado, and Tyler O'Neill
Jeez.
are all on
What's
the
that number?
on the DL. So
I couldn't keep
Half
up
those
with
guys
so
are in
many.
Memphis right now.
O'Neal's
O'Neal's playing right
O'Neal's
now.
the gym rat that's got like 20 home runs already, ain't he?
He's got like
We know he's got quite a
15,
bit,
yeah.
but still. But no, what you were saying, and what I'm going to counter with this to make let you Pena like demands respect compared to Kelly, where he's never had this kind of experience
Yeah.
yet, and that's why they'll put him out there, and then Matheny feels a lot more comfortable with him. Where Kelly looks a little awkward at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, he kind of like it just he didn't like Molina when Molina showed up in late 03 or early 04.
Three, I think.
Yeah, he had that. He commanded respect at such a young age. I mean, hell, you've seen that in the World Series, but with him, Manny Ramirez, and he was a rookie. And I don't see that with Kelly. So maybe bring this kid up. Maybe and hell, we can ship Kelly out and get something for him. Hell, I mean,
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying.
He's supposed to be the future of this
Well,
team.
apparently the guy down at
We'll
Double A or
see.
Triple A is supposed to be better than him.
I think, in all honesty, next season, Yachty's last year, he'll end up taking like a huge backseat to Carson Kelly. They'll give Carson Kelly a chance. If he doesn't prove himself,
in a sense.
if he doesn't prove himself, then maybe they'll ship him out. But they gotta find. I mean, Jesus Christ, you're not going to be able to rely on picking up a free agent right now with a lot of these catchers are just garbage out there
There's
right
too
now.
many people coming up that are up for options right now in the MLB to be worried about a catcher at this
Seriously.
point.
Yeah, the last
There's too
thing.
many big bats waiting to be picked up right now.
Harper, Trout, Machado, so many people.
Same
Free agent
three,
list.
right?
That's the three.
So
That's the
many-
three biggest that will set the tone. For
So many big free
agents.
agents hitting in 2019. The
And
last
the
thing you want to
Cardinals
work.
Trout isn't
need
a
those
free agent,
big
is he?
bats.
All three of those are free agents after
Trout
the
is
season.
Trout is a free agent.
Trout, Harper, and
So
Machado.
all three of them are free agents in 2019. This is kind of like worrying about Yachty's replacement is the last thing they really want to do at this point.
Yeah, which I think, I know it's a fairy tale dream, but you guys, I would so love to just see how much money they would put out, see if we could try to get Trout.
Oh my God.
That'd be unreal. Try to ship Fowler out and
I mean,
get,
shit. The Angels have Otani. So
I mean,
do they really? Do they?
even though, did you get to listen to Pujols' actual legit interview with
No.
101? That was really good. The jokes that they were cracking were great. But he said that he goes to understand how good Trout is. He goes I was determined, and I took this as serious as possible. He goes, he does that twice over. That's how much Trout is, and he's gonna be. Everyone's worried about Harper with $400 million. Trout's gonna set the tone. He's gonna be I don't know. He's the best baseball player I've probably ever seen in a long time.
All right, let's move on a little bit. Let's go taking the field. Jordan.
Let's see. Taking the field. Speaking of not taking the field for the next 80 games, Robinson Cano.
Oh
gets
my
suspended.
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Here's my favorite response thus far. My favorite response thus far on anything anybody said. Justin Verlander. He put on Twitter, incoming excuses in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's sad. It's he might have been a Hall of Famer. That's what they were talking about. His stats wise.
I'm hearing debates, man. I think that stuff is going to be obsolete down the road.
In 5 to 10 years,
Clemens is going to get
Bonds is
in.
almost done. I think he's only got a couple more years to be on.
I know, but I think they'll put him in. I mean,
McGuire's off of it. He didn't get enough votes.
That's
here's my opinion on it. If they actually legalize voting now or gambling,
gambling, yeah.
if they legalize sports gambling, they're gonna end up legalizing fucking steroid usage.
Did not hear that part?
No, I said now that they. Let me reword that again. Let me start over. Now that they've legalized
I was
sports
just
gambling,
making sure you were up to date, Booze.
now that they legalize sports gambling, where do they draw the line with steroids?
It's not that they legalized it. It's not illegal anymore to bet.
It's been decriminalized.
Well, yeah, but
It's
then,
state to
then
state.
it's not now. It's the federal courts now dropped it, so which that means now it's up to the state now to decide if you can bet. And Missouri already said by 2019 that there will be sports betting here.
I love it.
It's
I don't
going
know
to
if
bring
anybody.
in what happened about online poker with all those sanctions that they had. Watch it
still
just
goes.
flip. No, well, no. Watch it
Try to
flip.
regulate the internet. See how well that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
So
did.
many poker sites got shut
They
down.
did.
during
They
that
actually
time.
got shut
Yeah,
down.
but at the end of the day, you shut one down and 3 more open. Come on now.
Right, they're gonna make something to go around everything that they couldn't.
And I had friends of mine that were making a lot of money off that. Playing
I made a few $100 off that stuff
bet
too.
you did.
So
That plays it.
I'm good. I love playing
Whatever
poker.
you don't
online.
answer honestly about my online poker experience. She'll
Oh
be pissed.
boy.
I put $10 into it. End up with 1,800.
So
Lost it all in,
so
in
Robbie
one
Cano.
angry day.
So Robbie Cano done for 80 games. I mean, what does Seattle do? I mean, what happens to him now?
I don't think they're gonna do anything with him. I believe he's just gonna, when he comes back, he's gonna have his spot right back on the team. I mean, he's a good player.
What
He's a
happened to Ryan
veteran.
Braun?
He still plays.
He still
exactly.
plays,
That's
but
my
he's
point.
not the caliber player he was after he busted.
He's still hitting 300 though. I mean,
not
I'd much
bad.
rather have
He's
Ryan
not
Braun
bad.
than
He's not clobbering them home runs like he was.
True.
No, and it's something he said that he thought he could take. It wasn't like just a shot in the butt or a shot or however they take it, but he's something that he called and asked about and said that his doctor or whoever gave him permission to take this said that everything in there was legal for him to take. So I don't know if it's an excuse, but this is what he was saying it was.
Cue what Verlander said on Twitter.
Right.
Excuses coming in 3, 2, 1.
Either way, doctors or not, you need to pick the people you surround yourself with. You're a professional athlete. If you're held responsible at the end of the day, no matter who you hire to give you advice, it could be the person in the world. If they give you the wrong advice, just like if you hire an accountant to do your taxes, and your accountant leads you down a shady ass path, guess what? Your accountant's not held responsible.
Right.
You are.
Just like agents. Why do you think Richard Sherman did his own kind by himself? Not only because he went to
My
Yale
point.
or
Stanford.
Yeah. You know, he's a very smart, intelligent man. You know, and he did his thing and got his own contract, and people gave him all dollars for it. But let's go ahead and move on.
Yes.
Derek?
Yeah, you just go ahead, Derek.
All right, I'm gonna keep rolling with
Take
the whole
the field.
taking the field with the whole sports betting thing. The best thing that has happened to the NBA, I've said it before, I'll say it again, is Adam Silver.
Oh my
This
God.
guy has embraced everything to make the NBA greater than it's ever been with the sports betting. This guy has taken it in. He's accepted it. He's building his league to work with the sports betting.
And they're getting paid.
Finally!
The players are getting paid.
They deserve it, man.
Yes.
They
And
deserve
the
it.
owners aren't losing money. They're actually,
No.
NBA's up profits and profits and profits over the past years. And it's
Dude,
unreal.
They're double what they were like.
And I think their
6 years
tickets
ago.
went down too. And they're still making money. You know?
But he's embraced this whole legal gambling. He's like, okay, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
It's not like we haven't been dealing with gambling before, but now that it's a thing, let it work. Adam Silver's the best thing that has happened to the NBA. I love this guy. He's awesome, man. You couldn't ask for a better sports commissioner of any league. Roger Goodell is bashing the government right now for taking a stance against this. Just like Adam Silver's like, you know what? This is where we're at. I see an opportunity here. Let's make it the best for everybody. I love this
He's
guy.
a good commissioner, man. I do have
The
to
best
agree with
sports commissioner I've ever seen in any league in my life.
You look at like all the other commissioners that's out there. I mean, Gary Bettman, he's shady as shit. And then
And this dude's
you. That's
right
NHL,
there.
right?
yeah. Gary
Silver's
Bettman.
probably the most, I think, honest.
Yeah, he's up front with everything. He's
But-
in front of the camera all the time. And not for like vain reasons. He's in front of the camera to be transparent.
Yeah.
To let people know what's going. If you have a question, he'll sit down and
Is he
answer
not the
it.
creepiest looking motherfucker?
He,
He looks like a creeper, yes.
He looks like
that is the creepiest looking motherfucker.
that guy right there.
Thank you.
No, but he does
All
a
right.
lot for the NBA, man. And he sticks
he's
to
awesome,
it. He keeps
man.
to his word, and he
does a lot
good
for
with it, man.
professional sports.
Yeah.
He's the best commissioner I'm pretty sure any of us have ever seen in our life.
Well, we're on that topic.
I mean, compared to like, look at the other commissioners we've dealt with
You see what I'm saying,
in the
though?
years of
Sealy,
sports.
Bettman,
Sealy,
Goodell,
Bettman, who was the asshole before him? David Stern. David Stern.
Well, Stern was okay. I mean,
Exactly my point. We have a guy who's up front with everybody. He's doing what's good for not just the owners, but the players.
I mean, David Stern, didn't he have that whole feud with Dennis Rodman back in the 90s?
I believe,
Yeah.
Where they were he was wanting him
Yeah.
to box naked or something like that. I mean,
Oh
come
my
on.
God.
typical Rodman. Jesus.
I wouldn't want to box Rodman naked at all.
No, but on the NBA top topic, the Raptors fired their head coach Dwayne Casey after finishing with the best record in the Eastern Conference.
Here's the kicker from that.
Crazy.
Because
Here's
they can't beat the fucking.
So you're
this is
telling
the
me
kicker.
You fired your coach
This
because
is
of LeBron.
This is the funniest part of it, though. You missed the funniest part. He was officially nominated as Coach of the Year
Yes.
candidate today.
Before he
and
got
then,
fired.
And then he gets congratulated on the Raptors Twitter account. Fired.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Insane. I just think that was crazy, man.
Does that? But when you really think about that, does that give like the league a bad? Does that look bad on the Raptors, or does it look bad on the league as a whole?
Looks bad on the Raptors.
Something had to change with the Raptors, though. Same with Portland.
Maybe he was losing the locker room, and the players were going above the head coach's head and letting him know, hey, this guy's not working for us. This is why we're not beating him, because he does it this way, and we know we have to do it this way. I don't know. Or it's losing to LeBron the past 3 seasons.
Because LeBron's easy to beat,
In
right?
playoffs.
Because he's beaten playoffs. Only the best player to ever enter the playoffs in the history of the NBA.
And he's tearing it up.
And I hate LeBron.
And
But you can't deny the man.
At this point, aren't they down 2-0 to
They
Boston?
are down 2-0, but the second loss they took, he had almost 50. I mean, he had almost a quadruple double. So
He had a
Nuts.
triple-double with
Yeah.
47 points, I
Yeah.
believe. 46.
Yeah.
So boy,
no, but
he can't be the superhero every game, man.
No.
But to add,
Even Batman has to be Bruce Wayne every now and then.
yeah.
How about
It is-
Chris Paul? Did you guys watch
it's
the
okay.
game last
Hey,
night?
Taking the field. How about the Rockets?
Dude.
Yeah.
Chris
I can't
Paul.
believe you're even a fan of the Rockets since
I like
you
to-
still
I just
owe me
think
$20.
It's
How do you
the
figure?
playoffs.
Oh, the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot.
Utah's
No,
looking good.
I
Utah.
totally forgot. You said you've only mentioned it one time. I'm like, what do you? I'm like, oh shit. Okay. All right. But
Yeah. Utah's looking good. That one game they play, I go, Luke, are you
They beat him
sure?
by 23.
I said, are you sure, Luke? Because
it went
they
7.
play 7
It
games
went
for
7. It went 7.
No, it
It
didn't.
did.
No, it
No, it
didn't.
didn't.
Went 5. 4-1, bud. Look it up.
Dude. Get your Facebook figure out again because you
Look it up, bud.
It's like,
Obviously, Twitter isn't working. Get you a
Seriously.
Facebook back.
He's on the right people.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
oh, did you not see the? Did
I
you
did,
not?
yeah.
Utah won one
straight-
game,
I straight,
bud.
I straight up commented on it. I think it was like I don't know if it's a bot or it was porn star. This bitch was smoking, and I was like, yeah, she followed me. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're fake, but like, just keep pictures coming. I'm cool.
Wow.
God.
Shout out,
I don't
Amber.
give a shit.
Yeah, Amber.
that's
This
right.
is. It's not like we're live right now on
And that is
Facebook.
how your shit gets hacked, dude.
She followed me. It's on my newsfeed.
Oh my
Go
God.
to the followers, and I bet you it's like 40,000.
Jordan,
I'm like,
Jordan,
I'm-
Jordan,
that's
you have. Like,
It's whatever.
that is the
I know,
best
honestly,
point ever. Oh my God.
I'm new as hell to Twitter.
You're
wonder
also
how.
the person who accepts the
I didn't
friend request
accept-
from
listen, no.
Ivana Humpalot on Facebook.
No.
You were
I don't think it has
the.
nothing
You're
to-
like,
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
God.
sure you're fake, but keep the profile
The
pictures
chick
coming.
that's got no friends and like one picture,
Yeah.
one profile picture, and she's passive.
Alright, well, fuck
Luke's
yourself, no.
definitely saying hi to that chick.
He's like, I'm pretty sure you're fake, but keep
Keep
the pictures
keep
coming.
the photos
No,
coming,
it's-
man.
Okay,
And then she's gonna be like,
10
oh, you
pictures
like
in a row.
pictures? Here's my PayPal account.
Send me gift cards.
For play. That's all Lucas is into.
Next thing you know, his phone's gonna be
Oh,
ringing
Jesus
off the hook
Christ.
constantly with like 18 different
I
numbers.
do one thing while I'm kind of intoxicated, and Pat will never let me down on it.
It's just the
Oh shit! Shut up.
content of what
Shut
you do.
Oh my.
You're the only one that's seen it.
Oh, you,
Where
I
were
can.
we?
I don't like. I can.
Social media
I
is
can
forever,
forward it.
bro.
I can forward it to the boys.
I wasn't like. I'm like.
Can you retweet that for me, Pat?
Yes.
No.
I can put that on Twitter and I'll fucking. I'll share it. I'll send it to Jordan. Jordan even can retweet it.
Fuck you too.
No, where were we? We're the Rockets.
Yeah.
That was your topic. Walking
fuck
away.
you,
All right. But that game from last night.
I can't quit smiling though. I'm like laughing my ass off.
Dude, last night,
They actually passed the ball. They were throwing the ball all around the court, and Golden State was just they were making.
going
real
to my
time.
third topic too early.
All right,
I'm
all
the
right,
NBA
all right.
guy.
I'll stay on the Rockets. But Chris Paul to me looked amazing last night. He was making everybody look silly, making Curry look silly. I know Curry may be a little injured, but he went off last night. Him and James Harden together, I think,
Dude.
had 60 points.
Beating Golden State is still going to be a hard thing to do, but nothing would make me happier than to watch Harden get what he deserves.
Christ.
Yeah.
They're in or out.
I hope he gets MVP, and I want him to get a ring, man. The dude's awesome.
He is.
He's a beast.
He is. They had one of the best trios
He's
ever.
that little chubby dude running down the court. It reminds me of me. I
That
love him.
massive beard, dude. I
Yeah.
wish I could have, but I can't. But
I got close to it, I think.
no, dude.
You're not bad.
His is like jet black and just like
And like
looks
up
fake.
to the eyes almost.
Right, you can only see his lips. It's
If I don't
nuts.
shave for about a month, then it'll get up there. So
But
Maybe.
the Rockets, man, they looked really good last night. Durant went off. I mean, he is just a killer, man. Durant.
Even
I'm a fan of
when
Durant.
nobody on Golden State's doing anything, Durant shows up, man.
Right, I'm a fan of Durant. It just I did not like where he just. Oh man, like
I'm not against. He wanted a ring,
I
man.
know, but his caliber.
So did you hate LeBron when he went to Miami?
Yeah, but why did he go to Miami? He
For a
didn't join.
ring.
He did not join a super team though.
D Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron. That was the first super team.
No. Hey, take LeBron out of that. Are they a super
Actually,
team?
no. Actually, the first super team would have been in Boston with Chris Paul, or not Chris Paul, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Either
the first
way,
big three.
he made the super team.
Yes, he did.
LeBron is the originator of the super team. Are you serious?
But my
and he
point-
busted his first
But my
year
point,
there.
you said he is a super team. He made that team the super team. I'm saying Durant went to a already super team, and he's a superstar caliber player. He could have went. I mean,
He's gonna in Oklahoma City, man.
I don't know how.
When's Westbrook gonna leave?
Oh my God, dude! Durant and Westbrook. How do they not win?
I don't
At one
get it
point,
either.
they had Harden. Look at that! If they had those big three right
Oh
now
my
on a team right
Don't
now,
even get me started,
holy
bro.
shit!
I have a Durant Oklahoma jersey in my
Nice.
closet right now, bro.
Nice.
Don't get me started about Harden not playing in Oklahoma
I
City.
know.
Translation:
You're gonna hurt
It's
my feelings.
it's really his jerk off rag. That's what it
Listen
is.
to you guys out there.
Anytime he's thinking
That's
about
actually my LeBron Heat jersey,
Hey.
the
I
whiteout.
was gonna say I heard
You can't
Durant
pick
outside.
it up
yeah,
on
you can't see
Seriously,
it.
to say that Durant
Get a
went
black light though, you'll see
to
it.
say Durant went to a super team is like saying that he never played on a super team in Oklahoma City. Like then three
He
guys
didn't
just-
play on a
then-
super
then
team
three
in
guys,
Oklahoma
Then three
City,
guys
bro.
just couldn't get along. Like that's why. Like it's just if you look back at the stats, Durant would have a big game. And
So
James-
what
and
makes a
Harden
super
and-
team? Chemistry.
Yes.
Being able to win.
And it all started, and it's I don't know if you follow basketball and you do a little bit too.
Taking the field. Oh, God. So, there was a report out earlier in the week that said Austin Matthews and Mitch Manor will not be signing with the Leafs. So, that puts Austin Matthews, John Tavares, and Nick Backstrom as possible targets for the Blues this offseason.
Tavares would be a huge signing. Huge.
Backstrom would be even bigger.
I don't know. First for the Blues, man, that would be.
But no, but Pat's right. They've been talking Backstrom like it all seems like a little bit like how the
It's-
Marlins had this past year with Stanton, Ozuna, and Yelling.
It's
And they were like,
basically
who wants what?
however Washington. It doesn't matter how Washington finishes. It's an implosion. That team is going to implode by the end of the year. Just like
Washington?
Yeah,
You-
that's where Backstrom's at.
okay.
Backstrom-
Well, where's Tavares? He's in for the
Islanders.
Islanders. I was gonna say.
But it's Tavares is supposed to be a free agent after this year. Austin Matthews, I think he has 1 year left on his entry level deal. The same with Mitch. Austin Matthews is probably like one of the best American-born players out right now,
Damn.
and he not signing
he a
with
rookie?
Toronto.
was he the number one pick?
No, he was the number one pick 2 years ago.
Dude,
2 years
it
ago,
almost,
that's
it almost,
right.
it almost like the NFL draft when they do like usually the number one pick in the NHL draft, probably 80 to 90% of the time is not a bust.
No.
But the handful of the ones that are big ones, you know.
And the
I
thing
mean,
is, a lot of them end up spending like the first couple. Like they don't automatically always end up playing for in
there's
the
not very many
NHL.
Sidney Crosbys.
No.
No.
Or Ovechkins
Yeah.
or
They went
Patrick
straight
Kane's
to
and
the
shit.
team, right?
Yeah.
Or they spent a little bit of time in developmental, and they were like,
No,
automatically-
they were opening day roster.
I want to say Oshie was like that too.
Oshie,
Oshie
he went back to North Dakota.
Okay.
When he got drafted, he spent like another season in North
Was he in
Dakota.
North Dakota State?
Yeah.
Or okay. Played
Fighting
hockey,
Sioux. But the thing is, it's with Backstrom though. What are we gonna have to give up? I think he's still got like 1 or 2 years left on his deal, and they're not gonna if they want to re-sign like a lot of the players and like go after anybody in free agency, they're gonna have to basically implode the core team that they have right now.
You're talking about the Blues, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blues
no, I
going
agree.
after
It's
Backstrom.
like,
Apparently,
well,
Backstrom.
payroll's horrible, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I think there's a big change to the roster this coming up season.
there has to be.
I mean,
There absolutely has to be after everything that's happened. They can't blame everything on Yo because they did that same thing with Hitch.
Agreed.
And then but the thing is, they let Hitch have free reign. And that's why Oshie ended up leaving. That's all Perron ended up leaving the first time.
Well,
so they're
yeah.
bringing in Yo, somebody because Hitch was not connecting with the younger guys. So bringing in Yo, he's supposed to connect with the younger guys. He's supposed to help the core players. He's supposed to help the core players for the future.
and he fits
this
their
is-
style.
He
this is
fits their
the
style
second
of
year
play.
under Yo, correct.
This
This
is
will be-
yes,
yes.
this will be.
We went
This was
to
his
we went to the
first full
Western
season
we
with
went to
us.
the Western Conference Finals under Hitch, correct? That's also when
Yes.
we had.
Yes.
That's when we had Brower. and we also
Yes.
had
Backus.
Stasny, Backus. Backus, and people forget that
Allen.
Backus was not huge point.
It was
guy,
a
but
mix.
he
It was Allen. It was Allen and Elliott.
Elliott,
Elliott,
that's it,
yeah.
yeah.
And it was,
Brower and Elliott went to
That was
Cal-
Allen's rookie year.
Calgary.
That was Allen's rookie year. That was that.
No, it wasn't.
playoff.
It was. He wasn't a
Playoffs.
rookie. He was like. He had been brought up like a couple times in the past 2 years.
Jake Allen at that
Yeah.
time? Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was his.
Because
that was his rookie
the year before he was playing around towards the end of the year because Halak and Elliott were hurt.
Yeah. But that was okay. So that year, that last year with Hitch, that was Fabry's and rookie year.
Yeah.
I want to say, but that's like, and that's another thing that like we got all these guys wrapped up, and I'm almost positive the Blues have like one of the worst payrolls like in the league.
But no,
like,
they don't have. It's not
With
just
dead
that
weight money.
they had, but they actually did get rid of a lot of cash when they traded off Stasny.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
But where's
the
he at
where
right now?
Winnipeg, yeah. But here's the thing: they still have like a couple dudes under contract that they could probably dump, but they're not going to be able to. Steen, they won't get rid of him.
Pedro's a big contract too.
Well, Parayko's worth it though.
Pedro, not Parayko.
Pedro's a fucking is the captain. They're not going to trade him off after
Honestly,
1 year.
I think it's dude's not Chris Pronger. Let's put it that way.
Nobody's Chris Pronger. Chris Pronger wasn't even. I don't,
Chris Pronger wasn't even Chris Pronger. Get over yourself.
Well,
Chris
dude,
Pronger
that
was
2000 Blues team was one of the best hockey teams I ever watched. I mean, hands down.
Yeah, but they won a cup.
Let's
No,
not
no.
get. Let's
Don't
not
get me.
get-
I've been quiet the whole time. Don't get me started.
Let's not get him started.
Don't get
But
me
in all,
started.
in all
Don't yell,
honesty,
Derek.
in all honesty, John Tavares on the same line as and Tarasenko.
Bring it.
Well, they were talking about
That would be the line.
Oh my God.
Of
but
all
you're
lines.
correct. That first, whether it's the first or second line, but we need the top two lines to be, like going back to what I was saying with last year with Hitch, where they had Brower. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Brower, Stasny, Steen, or then it was Backus, Oshie, or no, we traded Oshie for Brower. But it was just, and then it was just stacked. And then then after the fact, the third and fourth lines were more of like fillers. And we don't have like who on the Blues intimidates you.
We lost that when we traded off Reeves.
I agree.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Here's the and the
The
thing
son
was
of a bitch gets paid $3 million a year to fight on the ice.
the thing was the thing was we were
The biggest
we
bull
had
guys.
we were told that that's what we were getting with Thorburn. And Thorburn did not deliver a damn thing. He didn't. Not that he's supposed to be a goal scorer, but he didn't score his first goal until his like second or third game of the year, end of the year. I mean, and he really didn't fight. He didn't stick up for his teammates.
No, but Tavares has been a talk even during the season this year. Even like just listening to ESPN and people like Tavares would be an ideal signing, and that would be really nice. He's a good caliber brand, somebody that would fill a role that we need.
Definitely.
It's a matter of who we're going to get rid of for it.
And now we begin into the jar.
Into the jar.
But today only, it's into the box.
Your host for today's show, the one, the only, DJ Boo.
Thank you.
Hey, be on mic.
All right, boys and girls, how are we doing today?
What the fuck was that?
That is like my best attempt at being like a Drew Carey Price Right.
Nice.
All right, so it's time for another edition of Into the Jar. This week, I came up with the questions. I have
Pat's
chosen.
first time doing such.
Yes, sir. I have chosen to do WWE style questions, but I'm
I
limiting
feel like me
it
and
only.
Jordan are about to be
No, I've limited it.
fucked.
I have limited it only to Attitude Era, early 2000s questions.
All right, I'm with that then.
And it's WWE / WCW.
In a sense, pretty much, Pat made it to where, like, when we were kids and we watched them, we
Awesome.
remember.
I feel like I have a chance
I
now.
feel like my questions are going to be about 5 times harder than YouTube's. So,
And I hope he categorized them like
yeah.
that.
Oh man, this
Well, I think we will.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like no matter who designs the questions,
We're all
you're
set.
always in that position.
So I have 13 questions, 13 sub questions to go along with it. So,
Jesus.
first question you get right, you have to
First, you get it right.
you have to get the first question right, and then you don't have to eat the bean. You get the second one right, then you get to pass out. You get the
right.
first one wrong, you have to eat it. You get the second one wrong, you have to eat it still.
Oh,
So,
Eat another one?
No.
we all
no,
know what
just the
happens.
one, just
we
the
all
one.
know what happens to me, right?
Yeah.
That first time was
You know what?
epic, dude.
All
just
right,
because.
all right.
I'll start. Go ahead, Pat, if you want to.
Okay.
Well, whoever. Pat, you pick. who
Question 1. Let's get down to the, as Scott Rogowski says, to the nitty gritty. Cumero numero uno. Mick Foley had 3 personas while wrestling inside the WWE/WWF. Name all 3.
Dude, love Cactus Jack Mankind.
All right. You got the first question right. You got the first question right.
One right.
Question. The second part of the question.
Hand it out.
Which one did he win the WWF title with?
It was under Mankind with DX over Rock.
No.
Correct. So, Luke, you get to pass out.
You.
That was quick.
Jesus. I was gonna say Undertaker.
You
Me too.
saucy,
The Hell in a Cell match?
You scumbaggy little bastard. Oh my God.
And yes, I agree, Derek. I don't know why, but it always seems like certain questions.
remember,
even
give
Jordan
him the
makes-
hard
You are
Yeah.
either going to have long clippings or line.
That's like the
easiest
most
one.
popular one.
I know. I would always get that one. That's long clipping.
Lime.
Lucky
All
ass.
right. Who's next? Or do you want to do we keep?
Let
going?
me choose.
Jordan.
Why don't we let me choose?
Oh, I was trying to remember the rules.
Right.
I thought on.
Okay. Question number 2. Jordan.
All right. All right. Let's go.
Sting was modeled after what movie when he started hanging out in the rafters?
Oh, really? You don't know this? Can I give him a clue?
No. No clues.
It was a movie.
I know.
We got that part of the question.
Let's put it this way: the actor
No.
Shut up.
passed away after.
That won't help.
No, it was during.
During, yeah.
I have no idea. The Raven. I don't know.
You
You were close.
Is that in there?
No. 1994.
Raven on the cover?
4, 3,
I have no idea.
2.
Crows? The crows? I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
he didn't get it right.
Oh, but he got close. The
All right.
Crow.
I felt like you got to give it to him. He said the crows.
I know, but
he
that
put
was,
an
that
S
was
on
gonna, that was
the
gonna be
end.
my clue was oh!
No, give it to him, man. Give him the sub question.
I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
can't
I'll
do
give it to
that.
him.
Find out the dude.
I'll be nice and I'll give it to you. The answer is the Crow. Brendan Lee died in the middle of filming. They were supposed to be. It was supposed to where they were supposed to shoot blanks and they ended up shooting with a real 44
Oh,
caliber
okay. I
chest.
remember that. I
and
remember
then,
that.
and he
Okay.
had to paint just like
So, and the sub question: when he won the WCW title from Hulk Hogan in 1998, who was the special guest enforcer
For
that match?
who's the enforcer for?
no, it was a
go.
special enforcer, like just if anybody would interfere.
Interfere.
He wasn't the referee; he was an enforcer. Correct?
Was he another big name superstar?
Yes.
And he fought who?
Can I
Hulk
give-
Hogan?
Can I give him
Yeah.
one hint?
No, you already gave. We gave him enough hits of the first
You
question.
did. I didn't.
We gave him enough hits.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna say this, but I don't think he's gonna get it.
I don't think he will either.
The
5,
best, the best there is, the best there was, the
4,
best there ever will be.
3, 2,
British
1.
Bulldog?
Oh man, real
Brett
close.
the Hitman Hart.
Oh yes, I knew that.
So you don't. You
Nope.
got the first one right,
Yep.
but you got the second one wrong.
You gotta eat it.
So
Still got to eat it.
But first one right, there should be an incentive for that for whoever gets.
Well,
it
that's it. That's it. You still get to hold on to it. And you don't
yours
eat it.
is
right. No, I still
either
gotta eat it.
Yeah, because you
spoiled
lost the
milk
second one.
or coconut.
Please be coconut. I love coconut.
I hate them both.
I do too. I can't stand coconut at all.
That's gross as fuck.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh God!
Just
Please
swallow,
don't let me
swallow,
go
and take a
back.
drink.
That. Well, that's the worst one I've ever had.
Please don't let that happen to me.
I thought it funny the last time there was toothpaste was one of them.
Dude, fuck.
Okay, take a drink of your beer, man. Oh.
Take a drink.
Nasty,
Take
dude.
a drink. Take a drink. You're okay.
Trash cans
Take a
right
drink.
there.
Seriously,
Oh.
I think
Gross.
Derek's definitely gonna need it on this one.
That is
Please don't go
bad.
live.
Please give him that one.
We are live.
Oh my! I can't
We are
swallow
live
it.
and in this. We are live watching Derek about to fucking puke his guts out.
Oh.
Q3.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's why I was motioning for you, Dick.
Q3. Oh, you are so screwed on this one. I don't think you're gonna get it.
Probably not.
Who interviewed Stone Cold Steve Austin after he won the '96 King of the Ring when he said Austin 316?
Oh, that's a hard one, man.
No.
Yeah.
It's easy.
If you don't really
Jerry the King Lawler.
Final answer?
Does
Can I
he
go with JR?
Can we give
Final
him
answer?
He was fabulous.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on. Yes.
King. I'm going with King.
Doc Hendricks. It was Jimmy. It was Michael Hayes.
You got it.
Of course he did.
The answer, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Fuck.
I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself.
redemption right here.
Here's the redemption question. Who did Austin beat in the final of the King of the Ring?
The Rock.
What year?
96.
The guy had a comeback, and he was a big time draw in the like late 80s, early 90s. He carried a bag to the ring with him.
Oh,
You with fucking clues.
that gives it away.
Seriously.
He did. Derek doesn't know.
I know it.
I knew Derek didn't.
Carried a bag to the ring with him.
5,
Do you know what was in the bag?
4,
What was in the
It was an
bag?
animal.
3,
Am I right?
2, 1.
I'm going in the
Jake the
box.
Snake?
Jake the
Snake.
Snake Roberts.
He would carry Damien, correct? Or that's
Yeah.
what the Python's name was.
That's Damien. That
But
was Damien.
Oh boy, my favorite. I've either got moldy cheese or caramel.
What is it? Caramel? It's a horrible. It's a
Caramel corn.
Yeah, you want to get the trash can ready?
This is so good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you got away with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Caramel corn.
All right, Luke.
What's up, man?
Actually,
Looks like a space helmet on me.
How many people we got
Big
watching
ass
right
head.
now?
3.
Nice. Okay. Q4. Luke. What was the name of the Japanese team in WWF?
Kai.
Correct.
this is bullshit. I quit.
Derek over here like, wow. We're like, wait, who? And he says, oh,
Luke's like, let me give you hints.
I'm not even his question. We're playing a game.
All right.
I even straight up said, and I said, or was it Jordan? Or I liked your comment in the group text. I go, and you're like, make them harder for Luke. And I'm like, deal. Bring it. You know, I mean, like.
All right. Sub question.
Luke, I hate you more than
Can
I
you
had
name-
to
hey.
last night.
I'm not. No.
Okay. There's the two members of that team.
It's Tasha Mininoka. I can't pronounce his last name. And Funaki.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that's not the question.
Oh, that's what you stopped at.
Can you name the third member of the original Kaientai? One person from the original tag team.
Kasayashi. I don't know who.
Dick Togo.
Dick Toe.
Dick
I'm
Togo.
in the jar?
Dick
Am
Togo.
I in the jar?
Yes,
Really?
you're in the
I got
jar.
that. I got. Okay, whatever.
This is either Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks.
That was. He was probably like in 2 matches, Pat. That was a hard question.
No,
I've
it
never
wasn't.
heard it because like
The original incantated Kaientai. It was Mr. Fuji
Smelling it doesn't
with
work.
Dick Togo,
bud. Just
Sho
go.
Funaki, and there was another guy in there. But then they turned to just Funaki.
You
And,
must have
and-
Tutti Frutti.
Yeah. I thought dirty socks. I definitely would have smelled it.
Yeah, you.
All right.
you would-
Tasted it.
yeah.
Tasted it. My bad.
There's no
Jordan
hiding
Reno.
that.
Jordarino.
That was pretty good.
Question 5. Name 2 of the most famous tag teams that wrestled in WWE, WCW, and ECW.
All
Flip
2 of
your
them.
phone.
The 2 most famous. What are you doing?
All right. I
don't
know
how
one.
iPhones
I know
work,
one.
bro.
What is it?
Ready?
All right, tell me one.
The Dudley Boys. What?
No.
They never wrestled in WCW.
Nope.
Oh my god, that I'm never gonna get this.
I know one. I remember I know one.
No. No.
Oh fuck! I'd never make WCW.
I used to watch it overall. One was Public Enemy. He's never gonna
Public
do it.
Enemy only wrestled in WCW.
You
and
said
WWE.
3. You said the only.
No, I said
name 2.
No, there's 2. 2 of the most famous. LOD and the Steiners.
Oh, the Steiner recliner! Big Pop
Oh,
Legion.
Legion of Doom.
Jeff Bagwell.
I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did.
How did
really,
I forget about
both of them wrestled for
That's just like
ECW.
Jeff
Yeah.
Bagwell.
When?
Oh.
Early?
That's
like
like-
95,
It was Puff
96?
Daddy.
95.
No, I can
Jeff
never mind.
Bagwell.
I can see that. I remember seeing a match for the Steiner one.
Puff
really?
Daddy.
Legion
Yeah,
do?
Puff Daddy and Big Papa Pump.
It was
The
Dude,
Steiner
Scott-
recliner.
Scott Steiner.
Bro, that dude had biceps on top of his biceps.
he still does.
Anytime they
He
were
still
coming up,
does.
like, okay, my dad used to not let me watch wrestling on the big TV. And I remember when they came to St. Louis in '98, and him and Bagwell were making fun of McGuire and hitting his home runs. And dude, Steiner's arms were like this big, and McGuire's were like that. And like, you're kidding. And they were talking McGuire taking steroids and shit way before any of this was,
All right.
I thought I had that.
So
Great. I'm so
We do the
excited.
follow up.
the follow-up question: name the 2 tag teams that left ECW, and where did they go? One of them you were about.
Jelly Boys, and they went to WWF.
yes,
Right.
at the time, yeah.
And the other team, Public Enemy, and they went to WCW.
Where'd they leave from?
The
ECW.
ECW, oh,
Public
okay.
Enemy was a big thing in ECW.
Who was that consist of?
Nah.
Flyboy,
No,
Rocco,
no,
Rock,
no,
and Johnny
no.
Grunge.
They would carry a table to the
Rocco
Looks
Rock
like,
and Rocco's
again,
dead too.
You're either
Yeah.
spoiled milk or coconut.
Hey, you ever
He did it on purpose. I saw you hunting over
you
there.
ever looked in like this Louis Piccoli like deal? Like he was like one of
No,
those
I'm not doing
respected
that
dudes.
No, finish
I
it,
don't
Jordan.
understand. No, you
He
did.
was an
I forget-
unofficial member
no,
of the
I
clique.
didn't.
Well, he was a part of the NWO.
Just
I
swallow
know,
it.
yeah.
Quit
He was
chewing
like
and swallow.
We'll talk to him.
All right. Q6.
I'm so excited.
It
It's
doesn't
gonna be
swallow.
awesome.
Jordan fails.
The
Now it's
taste
time
doesn't
for
go
Mr.
away.
Derek.
No, it won't let me swallow it.
D-Rock.
So
All right.
excited.
Sizzle. That's what I have you on.
This should be for Luke, in all honesty. But you'll
Oh,
get this.
great. I'm so off.
I think you'll get this. I think you'll get this though. Scott Steiner's catchphrase: "Holla if you hear me."
Mm-hmm.
What was Rick's catchphrase?
Rick Steiner's. I'm trying to remember who he was. What his character was.
Dog face gremlin, man.
Oh, I think I know this.
I should just open the box right now. I don't know, man.
If you don't like me,
Bite
let
me.
me.
And the redemption question: some son of a bitch had to open up his fucking mouth. What's his name? Rick's nickname, the dog face gremlin.
That's not.
Yes, I'm redeemed.
Since, yeah, you don't. I'm not gonna let you go in the box on that one
Thank
because somebody doesn't know how to
Lord.
shut his mouth.
The dog face gremlin
Yeah.
saves
Dude,
the
I
day.
love it, dude. He was Scott was
All right,
jacked, but
all right.
Rick-
I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you probably the hardest one. Probably one of the hardest ones. All right, number 7. What do Terry Funk, Kevin Nash, and the Big Show all have in common?
they were all in the army.
That's your final answer?
No.
Could be tricky.
This is just a trap for me and you, Jordan.
They were all WCW champions.
Hey, when it's your turn, make some NBA questions.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, I can't wait
They all had cameos in movies.
I can't wait to hit you
And
with an
can you
NBA
name
checklist.
name their respective movies? Funk, Nash, Big Show.
Funk was in.
Were they all in the same?
I know
order?
Kevin Nash,
Kevin
for
Nash
sure.
was in, Kevin
Longest
Nash was
Yard.
in Longest Yard, Magic
And-
Mike.
No.
Magic
Eh,
Mike.
no,
Ninja
no.
Turtles too. He was Shredder.
That's.
What? Well,
Yeah.
But I'm talking, but the respected movies. I'm talking about in the 90s.
Oh, in the 90s.
So
You're
Funk
just trading
Funk
everything.
was in Roadhouse.
was it? Well, he was one of the bouncers, wasn't he?
Yeah.
With Swayze. Yeah.
TMNT 2.
Nash.
He was the Super Shredder, but he
Yeah.
never showed his face.
Yeah.
And the Big Show, Waterboy.
Oh yeah, Waterboy.
Was
Captain
it,
Insano.
Captain Insano.
Shows
Captain
no
Insano.
mercy.
Captain
Yeah.
Insano showed
Man,
his face.
and yeah.
All right.
Open up a
How
can of
old
whoop
are you,
ass.
kid? 8, 9.
Hit him with the box. That's what he deserves.
This is either. Ooh, you're gonna like this. Rotten egg or buttered popcorn.
Please, dear God, be terrible. I gotten 2 spoiled milks in a row.
That just doesn't look appealing like that. Like I
Don't even try and
Like,
put
the-
it
I'm
in
not
there and
saying-
What's it
shoot.
called? What is it? Is
Rotten
It's
egg
either
or
rotten egg or
popcorn?
buttered popcorn.
Come on, please. You'll know if it's popcorn right away.
It's good. Look at that face.
His eyes are closed deeply. He's chewing ever so slightly.
Rotten egg.
Yeah! Woo!
Yes.
I love it.
Nasty.
All right.
Swallow it and not puke.
All right.
All right.
Jordan. Q8. What match came first? Triangle ladder match or TLC?
Triangle ladder match. Is that a triple threat ladder match?
Mm-hmm.
Or tables, ladders, and chairs?
That's what TLC is for.
I know.
Shut up.
I was just agreeing with that.
Shut up. You're ruining my game.
Well, you would think it would be ladders first. I'm going to go with that. 50-50 shot.
Triangle ladder match?
Yeah.
Correct. Follow-up question. Who won?
The first one ever? I have no... What year?
In 97. Or no. WrestleMania 2000. So in 1999.
Guess.
in
Was it
19
between three big...
It was between the Hardys,
Oh.
Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys.
I already had the name picked out in my head.
I'm pretty sure that Edge and Christian won that.
Holy fuck, you got it
You
right.
did get it right.
Because I think I remember...
Yeah.
Who's going to the
Yeah.
box?
Wasn't that the
dark-
spear Edge did off the fucking...
Yeah.
No,
they had
that
all the
was
letters
that was
stacked?
WrestleMania 17. That was the next year.
Oh, okay.
But Jeff Hardy did that year.
He
He
did-
jumped
he-
off the outside and
high.
he broke his tailbone.
Through Bubba Ray,
Yeah,
yeah.
he went through Bubba Ray on the table and
Yeah.
he broke his tailbone.
I remember that.
Yep.
Damn, I got... No, I didn't get the first one right.
Good call.
No, you got
That's
them all
Christian.
right.
Everyone gets it
Who's
wrong.
going into the box?
Lucas.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never picked you.
I know.
Oh, I'm not sending you to fucking pass.
It's all right. I'm good. I'm good.
Let's be
right.
honest.
This is
he
part of the
doesn't-
game.
Luke, this is either
Oh,
dead fish or
Oh.
strawberry smoothie.
man, you know what? I actually like the taste of fish, so hopefully this isn't
Oh,
too
God,
bad.
not dead fish.
I just said taste of fish, not dead fish.
Well, that's not going to be the taste of fish.
Well, fish is already dead when you taste it. So
Yeah, but it's not cooked.
What was the other thing?
Strawberry banana smoothie.
Yeah.
nervous.
I'm going here.
Nervous?
I'm excited.
You nervous?
What do we have? Shoot.
Okay.
Take it easy on me.
This is up your. This is up your alley. I'm gonna be honest. This is up your alley.
All right.
What two basketball players competed in WCW?
What the fuck?
This was big.
This was fucking huge.
Yeah, this is big.
I know.
big.
This is on Jay
This
Leno
was on
type
Jay Leno
huge.
and David Letterman.
Yeah.
One had one and one had the other.
I know one. I can't think of the other.
Dennis Rodman.
And
That's the guy I couldn't...
The other one's kind of like not a shocker, but it just kind of
Come on!
out there.
Charles Barkley.
No, is that your final answer? You got one other guess.
I thank you for making the rules for this.
I just want you to get it. I think you will. I think you
Dennis
will.
Rodman.
and
Can I say who he teamed with?
no.
All right.
Please.
No, because that would probably give it away. if
It
it's
would
the guy I'm
definitely give it
thinking of.
away.
Okay.
It'll definitely give it away.
Can I give him his name?
No. Shut up.
Do we have a
Oh.
countdown?
I think
3.
Michael Jordan. Oh fuck no.
Carl
the
Malone.
mailman. The mailman.
Ah!
Dennis Robin was with Hogan and DDP
Okay.
was with.
Let's see if we can get the redemption. Can you get the redemption? Who won the only match between the two of them?
Rodman had to win.
He's right. Rodman and Hogan over DDP and Malone. So you don't have to do anything.
Well, you got the first round.
Nice.
Yeah, but that was his redemption.
Get the. I can't hand one out, but I don't have to do anything. Had to be Rodman. Who the fuck fucks with somebody with a bull ring and tie dye hair?
Bash at the Beach. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
All right, dickhead. Ric Flair is known as the Nature Boy.
I love that at the Cardinals games now.
But he was Nature Boy number 2. Who was the original Nature Boy?
It was Buddy Rogers.
What the fuck?
I wouldn't have got
Now, let's see
I
if
have
you get
no
this
idea
one.
who they're talking about.
Let's see if you get this one. Ric Flair.
that. No,
Styling and profiling.
no, we don't know who Buddy or whoever
Buddy
you said.
Rogers. He was
Yeah,
because he was
that's what
around
I'm
in the
saying.
He was Ric Flair.
1920s.
He was Ric Flair before Ric Flair was cool.
He was Ric Flair before Ric Flair was even born. All right, see if you can get the second question. Name one or both wrestlers who have held the or a world title over 16 times.
One more time.
Name one or both wrestlers that have held the or a world title over 16 times. So Ric Flair claims to be the 16-time world champion. Who's got him beat?
Cena?
Oh.
Is that your final answer? Yes, it is. Go into the box.
Hold on.
You don't get
I
options.
want to answer this. Hold on.
He's got
Hold
10.
on. Give me a decade.
One was in the 90s, of course.
7.
One was in the 90s. The other one
6.
The other one wasn't. 5.
5.
4.
Bruno Sammartino. I don't know.
Oh.
Who?
The King.
Jerry Lawler. That don't fucking count. That doesn't count.
Or
No.
hold on.
No.
Hold
No,
on.
I did it in the box. That
Hey,
don't fucking count.
hey,
No,
hey,
why
hey,
Why is it not?
hey.
Because it wasn't WCW or WWF.
Hey.
Every other belt at the time was shit.
Can you let me finish?
Said the
let me
or
finish?
A.
Can you let me finish?
Right.
Jerry Lawler was 1. King Steve Corino was number 2.
ECW.
And WCW.
Green or WCW champ.
Moldy cheese or caramel
Way
corn?
back in the NWA area.
Derek comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
There you
oh
go.
my God, we're counting.
Moldy
that's
cheese
shit. That was
or
that's Bush
caramel
League.
corn.
That is Bush League.
How's that Bush League?
Because that doesn't count. No, you said independent also. Then I really had to.
He
like,
said
that's
the
not-
or A. I felt like that was
But
wrong.
the fact is that Jerry Lawler actually
Pat fuck me, that's all we gotta say.
No,
Pat fuck me.
Jerry Lawler wrestled in WWE.
What
He
is this?
also wrestled in ECW.
Shut up.
Steve
shut up.
Corino wrestled
Stop,
in
just
ECW
stop.
and WCW.
Shut up. What is this? What is this?
It's either caramel corn or moldy cheese.
Fuck.
Fuck.
He's got.
Butter what?
Caramel corn or
Yeah.
moldy? Yeah.
All right, Jordarino. The WCW title was also known as what?
Before it went to the WCW title?
No, it had a nickname.
What?
Oh, a nickname?
Yeah, because of what it looked like.
I have no idea.
Follow up question, please.
The big
belt.
the big gold belt.
Well, I was gonna say Flair's belt.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Well, let's see if you can answer the
Follow
follow-up.
up.
Who can you answer? Can you answer the follow-up? Who brought it to the WWE in 1992?
$1 Million Man? I don't
Woo!
I was going to say it. Okay. I thought
I
it wouldn't be him, but
I said
You
it.
ready?
I
because
just
you said it was Flair's belt. So
It
ready?
was Papa Flair.
Flair bought it. Like he actually went out and spent like over $100,000 and made this belt, and he
And then
like,
Jim Hurd ran him out, or
Yeah.
basically pissed him off for WCW. WWE.
Not
And
even
he brought.
taking
It was
him,
during
bro.
the NWA era, so
what is it?
I remember it was on Primetime Wrestling.
It's either
Yeah.
spoiled milk
It has
or
to be
the
coconut this time.
Oh,
okay, Jordan.
you seen me dump.
It's Coke. No, wait.
You'd know if it was spoiled milk.
You gotta think about it for a second, don't you? I do it. Yeah.
He's got a mute.
You're not.
No, it's not coconut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
Spoiled milk again.
Question 12.
Oh boy.
And I have an extra question 13, too, just in case somebody feels like being froggy. Question 12. JR and the King were infamous for their commentary catchphrases. Name one JR catchphrase and one King catchphrase.
Puppies and raw is war.
Wow. That's a slobber knocker.
How does that not count? JR did not start off every Raw
Vince.
show.
That was Vince, man.
Yeah.
No,
Vince. That sounded just like Vince. That's why I was thinking.
Yeah.
that was definitely JR.
All right, King with puppies, JR, slobber knocker.
Anything if I just. Bonhoff!
All right, and the follow-up question. Who is the comedian that Lawler slapped on Letterman?
Like a legit slap.
Man on the Moon?
Jim Carrey.
No.
Who do you play? Who did Jim Carrey play?
I can't
in the movie?
remember.
Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. I knew I was Andy something.
Here we go.
Bonhoff.
Here, you get to hand me one since I've
He's got a
handed you
family.
3 horrible ones in a row.
There's like a list of that. I love the prisms.
No, I actually got a chance to ask Lawler about that.
How is Raw is War not count?
Because seriously, the way you did sound, Vince, that's how Vince used to start Raw back in the day.
But JR's whole thing
or
is...
buttered popcorn.
Shit.
Well, what would JR start the show? It'd be like.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Coming live from the Prudential Center in Newark,
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Oh, that's sweet. I haven't had a bad one yet.
All right.
I'm feeling
Final
froggy.
question. You feeling froggy?
Why not had a bad one yet?
The extra question. Question 13.
He can phone a friend on this one.
The extra question. Who's taking it?
Me.
Yeah.
Derek's gonna take
I
it.
haven't had a bad one
He
yet.
gets to phone a friend though.
Unlucky 13. Who won the What ladder match was the ladder match on the map for the WWF? Who was in it? I love when Jordan just slaps his head because he's dumb.
The Hardy Boys.
No.
No.
You'd be proud of them.
Follow up. Let me get the follow up.
You gotta answer the question.
I gave you an answer, so give
The
me a
answer
follow-up.
is Razor versus HBK.
It's oh man, it was one of the best matches ever.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
my
And the
follow-up
follow-up,
is
what was the match for?
the WWE title.
And the
The
boxing
WWF
go,
title.
son. That was for the IC title.
Intercontinental Championship.
Alright, into the box.
That was fun.
I gotta smoke a cigarette. You're an asshole.
That was the easiest fucking question.
No, you know damn well.
That was
I'm not going to take the possible toothpaste one.
you.
So this right
Take it
here.
so personal, you pansy.
I wasn't. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I've either got moldy cheese or caramel corn. We'll see what happens.
For fuck's sake.
Karma be on my side, please.
You're screwed. Please.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. Oh. Get the trash can. Get the trash can.
Right there. He got a bad one, Luke. Oh, God.
I can't handle any of the bad ones.
Oh, it was
That's
so
what I
good.
get for being froggy. I haven't got a single question right, but yet here I go, feeling fucking confident and shit.
I was really hoping you would pass that off to Jordan, but I wanted to see Jordan take it instead.
God, that would have been terrible.
Oh, my God.
I'm the only one that gets exciting when something bad happens.
So,
Dude, you are TM. I didn't even realize that. Maybe
how'd
it's
we?
really
How'd
good.
I do? How'd I do?
It was good.
That was fun.
Yeah.
a little over
Fuck
hard.
you.
I want to do I'll do these questions next week, and I wanna
You've
do
said that
Cardinals.
like 4
Yeah.
weeks in a
No,
row.
no, no,
Yeah,
just do Cardinals.
yeah.
Just Cardinals. Just straight Cardinals.
Cardinals?
I can probably have it done before I leave tonight.
All right. What do you say we continue on? Coolest thing we've seen on the internet this week. And Luke, this is probably going to be whatever
Well-
bot you've hit it up on Twitter, basically.
With fuck off. But
What?
Jordan will appreciate this. I like watching those YouTube videos of do the NFL timelines off of NFL Network, and that was the about the 49er and Cowboy rivalry. And it was it had a Texan and it had a Bay Area dude doing the narrative of how the season's they were just back and forth, when San Francisco was coming off 4, and then Dallas had 2 in a row, ended up having 3, and San Francisco ended up winning another one also. But it was a really, really neat, that was cool. It was who's that old Western dude, Sam something. He's on the ranch on Netflix.
Sam Elliott.
Yeah, he did that, and I forgot who did the San Francisco narrative voice talking about the seasons. I mean, it's definitely a must watch. I thought it was really, really cool because it was talking about it was a bidding war. It was really neat. It DM the most overpaid fucking athletes we've ever seen in our life. Because $5-6 million back then in 1994 was a lot of money. Yeah, a lot of money. I mean, that was probably the coolest thing. Honest God, it was a good probably a half an hour, but it was definitely a watch. You?
Man, I'm stuck right now trying to figure out which one I want to talk about. Other than the fact that we tried hitting up Pat McAfee over Twitter.
Oh my
And
God.
that
Yeah, I
didn't-
retweeted that, by the way.
That didn't work yet. It hasn't worked just yet. But I also got 2 other things. So these guys are in Hawaii, the volcano that's basically erupting, going on over the roads and shit like that. They're playing golf still.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Dude, it was like a mushroom cloud.
A mushroom. There's a shot of a mushroom cloud in the background. These guys are still.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? You think they'd be trying to evacuate? They'd be trying to get to safety? Even no, they're probably on the back nine.
They're
probably on the back nine.
Do you know how much a back nine costs in Hawaii, bro?
A little much. You finished that fucking 18, man.
It wouldn't
You
matter.
ain't getting your money back. You gotta finish that game.
It wouldn't matter if it was a nuclear mushroom cloud, bro. You're rocking through that shit.
And there's no mulligans. You lose that shit in the lava. You ain't getting that shit.
Right?
There's no waterfall.
Hey, it's not a waterfall. It's a lava instead.
You see your ball burst into flames.
All right. Then the other thing, I tagged Jordan in this. And Lucas, you probably didn't see it. Keith Lee from the independent scene just holds up Jack Evans in the corner. And if you know anything about Keith Lee, he's a bulky dude. He's basically the size of fucking Derek over here, but like another 150 pounds on top of him. So he's a big bulking dude. Just straight up double hand slap to the chest, like
Hard.
Big Show style.
Yeah.
And the whole crowd was quiet, and you got out the entire arena.
Yeah.
It's just monstrous.
Well,
Just-
that's back when what was it Guerrero and Benoit would do chops. And
Oh,
he'd go
yeah.
quiet and be like,
But
it'd be like
he
all that
just
arena.
dropped Jack Evans to the mat. Jack was good like 4 or 5 minutes, and the crowd just went nuts for it.
I bet.
My favorite chops, though, are definitely when Ric Flair does it.
Well, yeah.
The crowd, he chops him and,
But people forget though. You got to realize,
Who doesn't love the woos in the Cardinals game now?
Flair's always been, man. Back he would like beginning of matches. He'd do half an hour long matches. He would get his ass kicked for the first 20 minutes. But he'd do a couple chops, and next thing you know, they'd come back and do 4 or 5. And it was like he'd take him.
But like you said though, Flair or Benoit and Eddie, man.
Oh Jesus!
That brings me back to that whole
04
it was
04
I think it was 05.
Yes.
04-05. Daniel
Yeah,
Puder
05,
decides
yeah.
to get all mouthy and then proceeds to take at least 20 something chops from the two of them plus Hardcore
They
Holly.
seriously, they go like this. They go like that. They're like. It's quiet.
Yeah, no. What's even funnier is the fact that it's in the middle of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
These guys are just like taking turns, and Eddie's like agging him on. He's like, I don't know. He's saying Benoit. He's like, oh, I think they're pretty good. Let's try you, Bob. So Hardcore Holly gives him a big, and at one point,
Jim Ross goes.
no. It was Taz. It was Taz. Taz is like, oh God, you can see it. You see his areola fly off on that one.
And here comes Bob Holly. And he goes, oh God. He goes, here's another guy who hates rookies.
Yeah.
It's like,
about Taz, man.
But Taz was. I like him. Like, that was fun.
Taz was good.
But
Yeah.
no, it's like that was. Oh, and the whole reason behind the Peter thing was they did a shoot wrestling match, and they did it.
It was more than just that with Angle.
Yeah, but he pretty much almost had Angle pinned. Angle's a wrestler that he doesn't. Something like that.
Well, the thing, they had to pin him because he had him in a key lock. He had him in the arm lock, and he was going to either break him, or he was going to freaking. Or he was going to make him, or he was either going to submit, or he's going to break his arm. One of the two. So they decided to pin him out, and they say, "Oh yeah, Peter pinned himself basically."
Right after the 3 count, Angle popped up and fucking got his face. He go, "Don't you ever fall?" Like it was like, holy cow! Like that was not supposed to happen. I remember it was on SmackDown. I was watching like in 7th, 8th grade in my bedroom, and it was, I'm like, whoa, that wasn't really supposed to happen.
Right.
Holy shit.
Hey, I found it too. The Keith Lee. So.
Just listen to the chops right here.
It's like AJ Styles. Seriously, yeah.
There is people gasping.
Gasping. The referee's checking on him right now. This guy's walking around like, yeah.
And he actually just got signed too. WWE just actually offered him a deal. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Who's that ogre-looking son of a bitch from NXT? Man.
Lars Sullivan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh my! They talk about another just give him the right one.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
All right, who's next?
The coolest thing I've seen on the internet this week. I'm going to give it up to our one and only Captain Sensitive, Mr. Jordan, getting drafted
Yeah.
to play on the 101 ESPN football team.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, I want to hear it,
Yeah,
man. I've
seriously,
seen
I've
the
been
pictures. Tell us about it,
I
man.
mean, other than the fact that he failed us trying to get a shout
I
out.
tried, dude. He's like, no, I'm not gonna say anything. It was just, I don't know. I and Bruce sit next to each other, and I walked up to him, and I was like, hey guys, I was like, just real quick, I do a podcast. I was like, if you guys could just shout out to like I tried to get him to do an intro, get him to do an intro, like, hey, like, you're listening to the Sandlot crew. That's all I want him to say, and they wouldn't say it, but I got a picture out of it with Bruce.
They get money out of
You got a couple T-shirts. You got to play with some greats, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck everything else.
Yeah, there was one.
Tell me about it.
I'm umpiring, and I get a picture of you and Isaac Bruce, and I go,
who was the coolest person you stepped on the field with?
Well, Cam Jansen was there too. Pretty damn cool.
What?
He played. There was a couple other ex-Rams players that played. They weren't big namers, but they were back in the 90s.
Was TJ Moe there?
Yes, TJ Moe was there. I was
going
going to bring that up.
I figured
Awesome.
Jansen was
He
there.
played on the home loan expert team.
Yeah.
And that dude's a jacked dude. That dude is jacked.
Yeah, him and Jansen.
Steroids are a
590.
motherfucker. What
No,
can
he
you say?
just you want to hear him talk about the NFL draft. I think like TJ Moe is a pretty funny dude.
But-
and talk about sorry.
No, you're good. But it was awesome. There were 16 teams, and we all played 3 games at the beginning, and then they seeded you. And there was 2 teams. They were called Mercy. And the winning team was, I forget, Mentality, for the men's mentality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the team that won. That had the ex-NFL players that were just making it some crazy catches and interceptions. I mean, like, it was straight up flag football. There was no blocking. There was no contact.
So give me the rundown. How did you end up? Because I got the text like
Same here.
You sent the screenshot from 101's ESPN like, look guys, we have a chance to play flag football, and I send you some smart ass comment like, yeah, good luck. Make sure you mention your undefeated freshman football team, Jordan. How did it happen, bro?
Hey,
I was straight being an asshole. Like,
You-
yeah,
hey,
I'll
hey,
keep
He
my
texted me
fingers
He
crossed.
texted me like the day prior. He goes, "I'm gonna," or what do you? He sends us in the message. He goes, "I'm gonna enter this," and then out of nowhere, like the next morning, he goes, "Dude, I fucking won!"
Yeah.
I go, "What?"
I couldn't
I'm
believe
like,
it.
Get the hell
dude.
out of here!
It
And he,
blew
like,
my fucking mind.
I know. Same here.
I follow them on Facebook, and I listened to it. And they just posted something that said, we're looking for a teammate to play for the Isaac Bruce
Yeah.
Foundation charity flag football
It was
team.
very quick. It was
And
like a week's
it
notice.
was like a Wednesday or Thursday
It was a
when I
week's
heard
notice.
it.
Yeah.
And I just wrote a little sappy, thing on there, like, hey, I'm a Rams fan. Bruce was a big idol to me growing up. He was part of the championship, greatest show on turf. And then I was like, I just listen to you guys all the time, blah blah blah. I'm a huge fan. And then they called me Friday about 4:30 and was like, well, first they messaged me, they're like, hey, if we pick you, what is your number so we can call you? And I gave my number, and like 20 minutes later they called me like, hey, I believe it was Meat that called me, and he was like, hey, he's like, we want you on the team. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, hell yeah, no, his name was Pat. And I swear to God, the first thing that was running through my head, Pat is calling me and fucking with me. I swear to God. At first, I didn't tell him I wanted to wait for the podcast to say that. But I swear that he's like, hey, this is Pat from 101. And first thing in my head, I was like, dude. I swear to God, if this is Patrick, we
are fighting.
Dude, yeah, so I was like, this is
On
serious.
sight.
So I didn't believe him, and then he was going on about it because like I said, I swear it was Boozer, and he kept going on about it. He's like, all right, we'll send you an email soon. I was like, okay, if I get the email, it's real. If I don't get the email, I'm kicking Boozer's ass. Because when they called to say this 101, I was like, no fucking way. I literally, they just messaged me, hey,
You pretty much just shit your pants.
yeah, because to me, I'm a big sports guy, man. I love football. I love the Rams, dude. Back in the day, the greatest show on turf. You guys know.
We were excited. I not speaking for everybody. I was very excited.
I was
I'm sure Derek
stoked,
was,
dude.
Yeah.
I didn't. When I saw the
know.
picture on Facebook,
Yes.
I honestly thought he just went to watch. But when he showed up before, you late motherfuckers today, I was like, so how was he? He was like, dude, I was like, wait a minute.
Wentzville, thank you very fucking much. And traffic is a bitch from 70 to 270 to 55. So
First of all,
fuck yourself.
This isn't your spotlight. Let Jordan have it for once. Let him have it for once.
No, but I got to play with Anthony Stolter, BK, Meat, Mike Ryder.
That's awesome, man. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, and
Because I know I could have wrote a way better paragraph than you, so that just breaks my heart that I didn't even submit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I just randomly threw it out there. I was like, hundreds and thousands of people doing this.
If he could have done it, I would have done way better.
I was just like,
I'm a fucking wordsmith. I could have done way better. So it just
like I
breaks
said,
my
I
heart
was
that I
like,
didn't
maybe
even
subtle.
try.
I
I didn't even try.
I was just throwing out, hey, I listen to you guys. I'm an Isaac Bruce fan. That's basically what I did. And in my eyes, I was just like, okay, maybe they didn't get a lot of people that met on this. Maybe a lot of people didn't see it. Maybe I just got randomly lucky. I don't know.
Dude,
Did it sound something like this, Jordan? My name is Jordan. I'm the biggest Rams fan ever.
Coming from the Pats fan. Okay.
Oh, shut up, Pat.
Anyway,
Oh, let's go.
no, but
listen to Randy
Shot.
Kicker every day.
Coming from Pat, the Pats fan.
right, backs him up whenever we are bashing him. Okay, I should have put that before. That was kind of mean, but I didn't mean to say that. Just the first thing that came to my head.
At least they
But
won a
anyway,
championship in the last 20
I
years,
played-
Mr. Raider.
According to
It was awesome.
Ted, too, Tom Brady's dick is worth sucking. Have you seen that thing?
But all in all, it was an awesome time. It was a charity event. All companies were there, and I met Isaac Bruce, got his signature. Leonard Little, a couple other, like I said, Rams players, and it was just an awesome experience.
No offense,
can't
I don't
believe
believe it
went
until
through
I see it. So.
No, congratulations, man. I'm having a good time, bro. That's awesome. I
I'll
get
be
to
like,
live.
like,
I'm
I got that
gonna.
dirt umpiring, and you sent me that picture of you.
I'm gonna
Get
live-
the fuck out of
Yeah,
here. I
dude.
sent it to my dad, and he goes, is that the? I'm like, yeah. I go, that's Jordan. And he goes, get out of here. And I go, and he like called me like 2 times. I'm like, I can't talk. He goes, what do you mean to that? Yeah. Like, he goes, where the hell is he at?
He's playing football
I
with him,
told my dad
Dad.
didn't believe me at first. I'm like, Dad. I was like, he called. I'm like, he sent in something, and they contacted him, and he got chosen.
All
for
I
the,
gotta say is,
yeah.
I'm living vicariously
Yes.
through you.
Yes,
Seriously.
So I'm like the story you told when I have grandkids. I'm gonna like
Okay.
tell it like it's my own. Like we have this thing called Facebook.
Hey.
I know you don't know anything about it,
Jordan,
but
all I'm gonna say is, if your autographs, Leonard Little and shit, go missing, blame these 2 motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. First off.
Oh man, it was crazy, man. It was an absolute blast. It was like
Seriously
a
though,
little dream.
congrats, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Bro.
It was awesome, dude. It really was.
That was
Thanks,
wasn't
though.
it not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before, right?
It was.
It was Saturday, yeah.
past Saturday.
And it was crazy because I didn't get the umpire. Like I was like, wait, why don't I have a Saturday
He's got
games?
in a full day Sunday, but not Saturday.
Yeah, and then my wife was just like, hey, maybe it was just meant to be. Like like you were just off, because like I said, I put in on that Facebook thing Wednesday or Thursday, and they called me Friday.
that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Well, thank you,
Seriously.
guys. It was a cool
So-
experience.
I want to do my pop quiz now. I want to see what you think is the problem. If you can guess the problem with a young man by the name of Luke Heimlich. He's a pitcher for Oregon State. Now, let's run down this real quick. In 2015, he was only 2-5, 3.61 ERA. Appeared in 29 games, started 2 of them. In 16, he has a 3.53 ERA. 7 wins, 4 losses. Appeared in 11 starts, 1 complete game. In 17, he has a Pac-12 record .76 ERA.
Damn.
He went 11-1, 16 appearances, 16 games started, 2 complete games.
Damn.
This year, he's 12-1 with a 2.94 ERA in 14 games with 13 of them starts.
Damn.
He's 6'3", 210.
Tall and slim.
Career ERA of .81 at Oregon State. Pitcher of the year, and he went undrafted in 2017. Now, what's the problem?
He's right-handed.
No.
He's a lefty.
For real?
He's a lefty.
Fucking throw a baseball and chew bubblegum at the same time as the left-hander. You're drafted. What the fuck?
Hold on. What are you missing?
What's the issue? Why did he go undrafted in 2017?
What's missing?
Legal issues?
He's an immigrant.
Legal.
It's illegal. What?
You got a guess?
Having to do with
He
illegal-
can't lay off the weed.
Nope.
I don't know. Domestic? I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know.
He's 22 years old.
All right.
When he was 15, he was charged as a sex offender
Oh my god.
for his 5-year-old niece.
Wow.
He admitted to it only to get through the trial and not face a worse punishment. Since then, he's denied it. Completely denied it.
No
It's a big
comment on
it's
this.
a big family issue. It's turned into a big family issue where it's split his family like completely in half. Now, he went drafted last year. Does he deserve a shot in the MLB?
No comment. Can I be completely 100%
He beat
anonymous right here?
well, okay, did he get convicted of it?
Yeah, he pled guilty.
Pled guilty. He said he pled guilty to avoid more punishment.
Okay. Here's my thing. If you pled guilty, I mean, once you're.
sisters at the McFoley.
Oh, that's cool. That's really neat, actually.
Okay.
So anyway, if you play guilty, that means you're a felon. That means you have a red dot on your address, wherever the hell you.
But
go
the
for rest of
thing-
your life.
here-
He was a minor.
But he was a minor. I understand that, but it's still
It's a serious offense.
I agree. If he paid his debt to society, whatever they issued him in court, and who are we to say what MLB can pick him and do whatever? That's their own prerogative as a ownership and as just a company in a sense. I mean, who are we to say that they can't draft whoever?
Because, I mean, you can look in the NFL, too. They've had criminals. They've had
Multiple-
people that killed people.
Leonard Lowe killed a guy. I mean, he drove that car. Tony Banks did.
Here's my perspective on the situation. Think of who you were at 5 years old. Think of who you were at 15 years old. Now think of who you were at 15 years old. Think of who you were at 21 years old. You can't compare the maturity or mentality between them. Obviously,
But at 15,
Paul-
you know right and wrong.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like innocent people don't plead guilty for fear
Yeah.
of punishment. You plead guilty for fear of punishment because what's stacked against you is overwhelming. And you don't have a chance to fight it. So you plead guilty, take what they're offering on the table, and you go with it. I have no respect for sex offenders of any
Joe,
kind.
I what last night we talked about like
I-
Chomos is number one.
Wouldn't use that term, but I feel like
Chomos. That's
the
what
lowest of the low in my book is a molester.
Yeah.
And
But
if the MLB wants to give him a shot, that's on.
that's
I don't wish this person any success in life. I don't wish him any future endeavors. That's what I got to say about that.
pretty much fall off the face of the earth.
I have nothing positive to say about
Yeah,
this
he
right
was-
now, besides becoming completely
Then don't go look
politically incorrect. I have no
Then
respect
do-
for this man.
Then listen. Then don't go look up. Was it molesters on the internet because there's a lot around here.
I already know it.
Barnhart, Peedley, Herky, Festus, Chris.
There's a reason
shit
I
ton.
don't, bro. There's a reason I don't.
I'm just.
Pat,
I think it's more along the lines of I don't think it's the MLB wanting to take a chance on him. It's any team willing
Whoever.
to commit
that
to a
PR.
PR
whatever
shot.
franchise.
Because
wants to do it.
there's a difference between there. Here's the thing: the Mets took a chance when they signed Tebow and got him to a deal. That's
That's
this.
completely
It's
different.
it's
though.
completely.
You can't even compare.
I know,
the
I
two.
know. But
They're
it,
starting Tebow to put seats in the
But
put asses in the seats.
It's a totally different media that comes with the circus that he brings. It's a different kind of.
it's
like,
basically that's what I'm saying.
This
It's
is-
basically
This is
it's-
Colin Kaepernick on steroids.
I agree. I'm not saying 1 minute. No. Yes.
I'm saying no. I'm saying
Dude,
This is-
Kaepernick.
this
kneeled
is
for a
not
damn
not like
anthem.
not like
This is Doug
This dude
Gilmore.
touched his niece at 15 when you when you fucking know enough to do something.
This
and
is
he did it. It was an evil
a
act.
parent.
If I had to compare it to anything, it's Doug Gilmore on steroids.
It's
Back when Doug Gilmore was a Blue. The reason why we ran him out of town was because the charges brought up against him, again with his little 11-year-old babysitter.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I have no respect for this man. I don't wish him success. I don't wish him happiness.
No.
Whatever happens in his life, be it. But regardless of who he becomes in the MLB, I will never be a supporter.
He went undrafted in 17, and he's back in the draft for this year. The question is, does he get drafted, Jordan?
We'll just have to see. I mean,
MLB doesn't have huge PR issues per se. They had their steroid scandal, but they don't have the domestic violence issue. They don't have the NBA's
Well, it's
issues.
Some do get domestic violence issues swept under the super quick, and they get taken care of more
in the
fast than
MLB,
anything.
you'll hear somebody about a wife beating the hell out of a player than anything. Chuck Lee, remember that?
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
That was
Chuck Knobloch getting his ass kicked by his wife
then
back for the years of the Yankees.
Chuck Lee's wife took a stiletto to his face.
and to
Some
put
shit,
my
yeah.
own foot in my mouth, this may be because the MLB's player range is broader than any other sport. They have more teams, more players per team. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more MLB players than there are any other professional.
Well, football.
You think there's more NFL players?
Organization.
I mean, 53 players for each team
Which
when the
MLB's
MLB
got
only
40.
has a 40-man roster.
Yeah.
But how many teams?
Well, the NFL's got 32. Yeah,
Yeah, I think-
MLB's got 30,
31.
32? Okay, something like that.
31 or
Yeah.
31 right now.
So yeah, but no, MLB's far bigger, but organization-wise,
You're right.
MLB is the biggest. Just when it comes to the big four, in a sense, MLB has the most with their farm system and everything, with their AAA, AA, single A rookie class.
That's
and
what I'm
stuff.
talking about.
No, I know what you mean, and it is, but NFL is the best out of all. But and they have such a larger range because that farm team in Memphis, might be some of the only baseball that some people around there can pick up. And it's like
Exactly.
and you know what, they're affiliated with Cardinals, so it means it's the guys leave from here, they go to the Cardinals. So I know what you mean, and it's like I don't know. Honestly, it's watch him end up on a some bumfuck Birmingham Blazers team that's a single A rookie class team, and he gets booed out of the stadium. Just we'll see.
The thing was, the whole issue came about it happened years ago. But the thing is, nobody would have known had his public records not been released out of nowhere.
Okay, tell me this, Biz. You're a parent. Your son's 15 years old.
I got one for you.
You have a niece is saying that your son did this, and your son looks you in the face and says, "Dad, I did not do this." Would you advise him to plead guilty under any circumstances? Because at 15, you don't have legal choices. Your parents made those choices for you. At the end of the day, you can't go up there and yourself. Your parents represent you. If you say, your son looks you dead in the eye and goes, "Dad, I am innocent," are you going to advise him? Well, son, look, we're going to have to plead guilty. I want you to get probation for this. Hell no, you never would.
What was it?
There's not a parent.
Was it Stanford swimmer that raped a woman, or what was the guy, the athlete that raped that
Brock
girl?
Holt or whatever?
Brock Holt, the lacrosse player.
No, he was a swimmer.
Yeah, and I want to say it was a big pursuit school. And what was it? What did his lawyer say to the judge? He goes, he only needs probation because this would be a big damper in his career. Bro, your career just got fucked. You're done.
I promise you, dude. Never if my son looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Dad, I didn't do this," well, guess what? We're gonna fight this till the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way I would be like,
you don't want that
take
stigma.
the deal.
You don't want that stigma. You
At
don't,
least go. You know what?
Yeah.
So family, I feel like at 15 years old, your family makes those. You can't go in front of a judge and plead guilty for yourself. You have to have legal representation at that age. You're a minor. You can't represent yourself.
I've got something to actually.
You can't tell a lawyer what to do for you because your parents are your legal guardians. His parents told him to take this deal, not him. Why did they do it? I feel like it's cut and dry. What innocent and guilty is.
I'm not gonna say.
Innocent and guilty is not on the table at this point. I feel like the kid is guilty of what happened.
I think it's more of a guilty.
Like,
character.
do I leave my
How-
past in my past?
Yeah.
If there's anybody who can relate to leaving their past behind them, it's me. I won't get into details, but I've grown a lot in my life. But at the end of the day, sex offenses are something completely different.
Derek's came a long way from throwing desks at people.
You'll not like a little lighthearted moment there.
So,
for real, it's a whole different ballpark.
Yeah,
But
so,
let's
end it. How do you?
I felt like I got emotional, like Luke with his guns in schools and all that.
No,
I
don't
feel like I just
high school
a little bit.
I feel like I just took it there a little bit.
No, but it's no, Derek, awesome. That was exactly. I don't disagree with you at all. Like, not at all. And that's you're man. If you're man enough to take that guilty plea, that means it's pretty much telling everybody, fucking, I did it. Probably do it again too, and that's what it is too. And most of the time, that shit happens again.
All right.
So, close it down.
Closing time. Let's finish this up. Mama's calling. What do you say, Jordan?
Well, my mom was calling, and I gotta say that I am ready for Jack Flaherty and Anthony Reyes, right?
Yeah. Alex Reyes
to take over this pitching rotation. Reyes will be here, I would say, probably about a month or so, and Flaherty will be in the rotation at least probably likely for the rest of the year in place of Wainwright. Not to date the podcast, but we did just lose to the Phillies 6-2. Our bats are not doing anything, and it's upsetting to see. We got Ozuna to put a bat in the lineup, and it's not only him. We're disappointed right now, and it's bad. But I'm ready. Our pitching staff is really good. We got a great coach in Mike Maddox, and with, like I said, those two pitchers coming up, I'm ready to see this a new fully built rotation.
On a positive note from the Cardinals side, I think we're doing a lot better than any expectation that we had going into this season. Right now, yes, unfortunately, Carpenter and Fowler weren't really hitting, but yesterday they opened up the bats and they both had multiple
Yesterday they
hits.
were playing Lance Lynn.
Hey, he just signed for $17 million to the Twins.
And I believe he's the second worst pitcher in baseball right now.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
Still, but it's the starting rotation is unbelievable. Mike Maddox credit, and the fact that Miles Michaelis coming out of nowhere and really just being that anchor that we needed with the issues with Martinez. And you know what? I honestly, from the looks of it, Luke Weaver pitched a good game up until like the 7th or 8th. I don't know who let him other runs.
He had one run in
That's
7
it,
innings.
yeah. And he had 6 or 7 strikeouts, which is awesome. That's on top of the fact with Flaherty and Reyes coming up. Flaherty's off-speed pitch is the most nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That thing goes from right down the pipe, and it's going 85 miles an hour as a curveball, and just drops like right before the plate.
His slider is nasty.
It's like a foot difference, but the catcher catches the ball, so it doesn't go to the ground. I'm like, oh my god. That was unbelievable. It reminded me of a lot of early in Wainwright's career. Like Wainwright, before he had
nasty
the hump.
curve.
Before that hump.
Right.
Yeah.
12-6 drop. Derek, Mama's calling. What do we got here?
Mama's calling, and it's Steph Curry's mama calling, bro. Step it up or you're going to lose. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
Series tied, I believe, right now, right? 1-1?
The old men are gonna play for the championship before, and it's funny because the Warriors can do so. I feel like they take games off. There's a couple players that take different games.
But look, Curry's in the past 2 games, he's 1 for 13 from the 3 and 1 for 12 from the 3. Like, this is not the Steph Curry we all know. Your mama's calling, bro. Either get with it or get off the court and let somebody else step up.
Dude, wasn't he injured prior to this? It was his wrist or elbow or something?
Yeah,
he
was injured. He was injured. He didn't, but he came. Either way,
he's not a big man either. Yeah,
the game's on the line, bro. Step or step.
There we go. I don't disagree.
Step up or step out. If you can't do it, you need to be man enough to tell your coach, "I'm hurt. I can't handle it right now."
And they got the players to back up Steph Curry. With
They did.
Thompson and was it
Thomas,
DeAndre Jordan?
Iguodala.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Oh my God. It kind of baffles me because I remember watching Iguodala and Kyle Korver from the Cavaliers in the NCAA tournament, and these guys are like just all they do is shoot threes. It makes me laugh. But no, I agree. I think, dude, Houston's. Chris Paul wants it.
I want
Chris
to
Paul
see
wants
him, bro.
to go.
I want it.
Dude, it'd be so great to have a Houston fucking Boston.
Finals.
Oh my God,
That'd be so
something
much
different
fun.
from
Yes.
I think watch the NBA's and like you were talking about, the NBA's ratings just skyrocket because it's 2 brand new teams, 2 different markets. Boston's a big market. Houston is not small.
Houston's a huge market.
Exactly. That's
the pride of Texas, baby.
All right, hey, question. Boston or Houston in the finals? Who do you got?
Honestly,
Houston.
I honestly, I think it's still going to be
Boston.
Golden State.
You know what I'm saying? Who would you root for?
I'm going for Boston because
Tatum all the way.
Tatum, man.
I
Same here.
like
St.
Jason
Louis's
Tatum.
ratings will go up too because
So hold on. But you'd root for Ezekiel Elliott because he's from St. Louis, even though he's the Dallas Cowboys.
Technically, so.
That's a fucking cop out if I've ever
no,
heard
it's a
one.
loophole.
Where do you go?
No, that's a cop out.
John Burroughs. That's right.
That's a cop out.
It's a loophole. Come on.
That's a cop out.
It's a loophole.
Yeah, I see if Boston and Houston go.
The only reason I go with Houston is because I'm a Tim Harden fan. And the guy deserves
James Harden.
Oh my God!
Tim
I went to high school with Tim Harden.
Tim Harden.
Shout out
Shout out to someone's got to tag him in this. Like
James Harden.
Like not on purpose.
I'm a James Harden fan,
Oh my
and I want him to win me. That's it. He deserves
I
it.
agree.
I do agree that he does deserve
Jason
it.
Tatum's
I'm
got his
a new
Chris-
Tim
and you guys-
Harden fan apparently. So what the hell?
And people forget that Chris Paul came in the league the same year as LeBron. He came out and say 3,
Yeah.
and Melo was
Damn.
4, Darko was 2, and LeBron was 1. And Chris Paul, I forgot what school he went to, man, but he never got into the Western Conference Finals, I don't think. And they're just hungry. And Houston's got the boys can play.
I'm pulling for him. Let's go. But Mama's calling. Pat, what you got for us?
Mama's calling Brad Marchand with his unique way of getting into people's heads. Am I the only one that watched the second round of the hockey playoff? You didn't see it?
The Blues are out, man. I don't watch hockey. What's up?
So basically, he's doing a new way of getting into people's heads. He's getting up close. He got up close to, I think it was Killorn from Tampa Bay game. And let's just say he entered his personal bubble by licking him in the face.
On his cheek.
Oh, that was close.
If Pat
Yes!
if Pat would have pulled back.
That was like an inch away. Oh, he almost did it.
I
think
coulda
Derek
had
was
it.
admitted too.
I could have had
Part of
it.
my beard, though, in all honesty.
No, I definitely could
Probably a
have.
bird in there, dude. Come on.
But seriously,
You guys are saying Pat pulled back, but let's be honest. I pulled back because if I wanted it, I had you hooked. I let you get away.
Oh.
he
Jesus Christ.
did it to Killorn, did it to it's like a couple other Tampa Bay players
Are
throughout
they
the entire
giving him a
series.
penalty?
Licked him, and the NHL did nothing.
What can
But they
That is
did.
disgusting. It wasn't until Game 5 and the series was over.
Yeah, they told him he had to stop licking players.
So
And
they
there's
did
there's
Not a
clips.
penalty.
There's clips. And I think it was Killorn in Game 4. It wasn't on the side this time. He got him in full on mouth and nose.
It's like, come on, bite me.
How would
Get
you
a
not
penalty.
kick the shit out of him for doing something like that?
For one, you're probably weirded to hell. Like you're just like, what the fuck just happened?
Would you
like
have
one of
just
those-
punched me if I licked you? Or would you been like, what the
I
What
would
the
have
fuck?
full
You just
on.
think
I
about it
would've
for a
full
second.
on
You are
uppercutted your
No, you would have froze.
What the
First of all,
fuck?
you would have been
Freeze.
like, what
Yes.
just happened?
Seriously,
Seriously.
if that would have happened, you just would have sat there a second for like maybe 5 seconds, and we would all laugh.
And
Once
then
it died,
maybe you
punched
would
him.
have punched me.
Yeah, then you would have. Yeah.
But then maybe not, because you would have been so. If somebody's willing to lick you in the face, what else do you think they're willing to do to you?
Marchand's
Wow.
is a small dude, though. I don't think he's not much of a fighter. But come on, dude. Like, in all honesty, licking somebody. And the thing is, it didn't help him any either. They still lost the series. They still got their asses kicked
He
by Tampa
tried
Bay.
though. I give him an A for effort.
And I'll give him an A for effort for trying in the beginning, but after a while, it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I think they won Game 2, and then after that, they lost 3 straight.
Yeah. It's
So
just
what the
funny.
hell?
The league had to come to him and be like, all right, man. You gotta stop licking people, dude.
At first, there was a
Keep
report.
your tongue to yourself.
Right.
There was a report that came out that initially said that, the NHL has finally asked Marchand to stop licking people, and he comes out on Twitter and says, no, they didn't. And then, 2 games later, it happens that they asked to stop doing it, and of course, it's Game 5, and they lose.
Maybe he got fined under the table and we don't know about it.
I doubt it's a dick, but still.
Yeah.
biggest douche ever.
Come on. What the hell?
It's funny.
Think about that when you're playing in your Sekman days, Luke. If somebody happened to just come up and lick you in the face.
While you were playing for your unfresh football team, what if a Fox player would have licked you in the face?
What would have happened, Luke?
Took his head off.
Pretty much.
And we would have still gone undefeated.
I could have took that penalty on the
that
chin.
I'm sitting over here like not minding my own business. Like, they just brought that on to me today.
Because you are minding your own business and not paying attention.
I'm listening to everything. I'm like, we've already laughed about it. That's just like, and fuck you too.
That's just
Fuck
the
you.
weirdest
And
shit
fuck
I've
you.
ever seen. I mean, you watch the clips back, and it's just like, what the crap? Like, what is wrong with this guy? I mean,
Right.
Luke, come on. This is like Bushwhacker Luke Bushwhacker
Oh.
type of shit. This hauls off and licks his brother on the side of the head. But this is a player on another team playing throughout the game, sweaty as shit, and he still licks him in the face.
Yeah, but
got- you
being
guys,
a shock and
hey.
awe WWE fan, I don't feel like you should take too much offense to that.
I'm not offended by it, but it's just like, what the hell?
It's what the fuck moment.
That's a beer what the
Fun fact, guys. Pena went 4 for 3 tonight. So
4 for 3?
I'm sorry, 3 for 4.
Wow.
Four for
My bad.
How does somebody
bet it tomorrow
already.
no, my umpire too. He went 3 for 4 tonight.
So if he's 1-1 tomorrow, like next game, I swear to God.
No, but the other one that's dude.
We always get him on this.
We were talking about. We were talking about Tommy. Hey, shut up.
Luke, you're not the statistician, bro. Lay off.
This is why Dylan needs to be here. Does the official sit here?
So, but
What
anyway,
the
we were
hell?
talking about Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham did.
What do you do? 5 for 3?
No, he
Oh, shit.
That's the only way you can top 4 for 3.
Oh, so he went 2 with 2 home runs? Jesus.
Let's go.
All right, no, what were you going to say? Tell me
What is it?
that.
Four home runs with negative 8 RBIs?
Jose Martinez went 3 for 4 with no RBIs. We only had scored 2, and it was the other one. And Jerko got a hit. That's it. And I mean, we're pretty abysmal tonight.
Negative 8 RBIs.
That's hilarious. We get Luke at least one time a podcast really good.
Motherfuckers.
But
I think that's the title for this week, too. We get Luke at least one time every podcast.
Today it happened to be at the end.
no, but hey, shout out to Derek today. He let us use his place to do our podcast.
Shout out to my beautiful wife for allowing this, because that permission had nothing to do with me.
Well, we just wanted to say,
It's true.
thanks for having us over, and it was a good time, and we always have fun when we do this podcast, and we're
Absolutely.
gonna start bouncing houses, to make it interesting, and that way give Luke's house a little break.